just broken our transfer record for one of the best strikers on the planet. You just saw us win the Champions League without him. You just saw us win the Super Cup without him. You could probably guess what we could do with him. No first touch. Doesn't score against the big teams. You've angered him. You've made him angry now, so good luck. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Yeah. It's about to get real dangerous on these streets now. Look both ways before crossing the road.
Yeah?
Oh my God.
Show your fucking face, you little nerd. Show it.
I bet you didn't think that video would resurface again, Matisse.
First and foremost, let me
You're
clap.
on mute. You're on mute or something's going on over there, Matisse.
I pride myself on not deleting any of my Twitter videos, even if I've said something. Like, if I've done mad propaganda, I never delete it. So I knew, like, especially with Thuggery on my ass now, I will find it and they'll put it, they'll do something with it. So it was only a matter of time, but long day, innit? Long day.
Long day. How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Matisse, I don't think it's just a long day for you. I think I'm involved in that long day as well, or long night, should we say? We look like we're brothers in arms tonight. I can't even lie to you. You're gonna have to take on. Look at Tob's smile. Look at Toby's smile. Toby, you good over there? You frozen?
I'm fantastic.
I'll take you out the stream if you're frozen, my guy.
I'm brilliant. No.
Look how fresh he looks as well, man.
I got a new camera.
You got your teeth done. You got everything done, bro. After that,
yeah, man.
Nah, I'm fantastic, bro. I'm brilliant. I am on cloud 9, and that video has just you know, like if I could just bottle up that video and drink it or put it into a syringe and inject it, that's what I would do, because this Matisse guy, he's so cocky when it comes to backing these players.
But we mentioning syringes and shit with Liverpool about, you know what I mean?
He's so cocky. He's so cocky. He said he doesn't score games.
You want to get taken off air again, don't you, Steve? You want to get taken out. Let me make some calls.
Not me. It's not me, innit? It's not me. Positive fake 9. False 7.
Everything he said about Lukaku in that video, Lukaku has still not proven us wrong. He still ain't scored against. One goal against Arsenal in how many appearances? So he didn't score against us, didn't score against City, didn't score against United, didn't score against Liverpool, and he's got 4 goals this season. Harry Kane's having the worst season of his career in the Premier League, and he's still on more goals than Lukaku. Imagine that. Imagine that. £100 million all in. Man. Yeah.
No, I'm just listening. Because what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna defend him in it. So I'm gonna let you spit facts. I'm gonna let you spit facts, and I'll jump.
Oh, it's facts now. So in the summer, it wasn't facts.
But you know, if I'm being completely honest with you, I always back my players. That's just something I'm religious to do. Like, I have my opinion on them before they sign. Like right now, we're chasing Dembele from Barcelona. I'm not keen on him. But when he signs, best believe I'm going to do another video and I'm going to back him. That's just what I do. When you come to my football club, I back you. I want you to succeed. I take away everything that happened previously. I say, listen, you're at my club now. Fresh start. 0. This is your opportunity. So when Lukaku, and to be honest, I'm not going to lie, I got manipulated. We got a little hashtag going around saying manipulated. M-A-H, manipulated. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I got manipulated because he did all the PR. You know what I'm saying? He said he was multifaceted, multidimensional. He could do it all. Anything Tuchel wants him to do, he can do it. And I believed him. I said, you know what? I believe in a truthful human being. I don't like to assume people are liars off the bat. Let me listen to what he's saying. MVP and all that. So I said, all right, cool. So I'll make the video. I'll back you to the hills. Let's go. And SAEED and Man United fans, I hold my hands up. You told me this brother was.
I went shopping in the summer. Do you remember that when I went to Cheshire Oaks in the summer? And I remember I went to Timberland's and I said, I'm going summer shopping. Do you need the boots or do you want Lukaku? And you said, no, I'll take Lukaku. So I went in the summer shopping for you. I went to Cheshire Oaks, mate, and I spent a fortune over there. And you still said you wanted Lukaku. So we did tell you.
You did. And that's why I hold my L. Like, I'm not going to debate it. I'm not going to discuss it.
You can't debate it. You're saying that's why I'm gonna. You have no choice but to hold the L.
All right. You want to keep putting your foot on my neck? Go ahead.
I am because I missed London Carnage on Wednesday. You thought you got away from me, didn't you? You little nerd, yeah. You thought you got away from me after you were gassing up this team till Kingdom Come, and here you are, 3 wins in 11 games, 4 Premier League goals for Lukaku. All the attackers that you gassed up in the world, they can't score for love nor money. Yeah, the great Chelsea, the impregnable Chelsea. You might be dragged into the top 4 race. So best believe, yes, I'm going to have my foot on your neck after all the bullshit you've given me for Spurs. Yeah. Bear in mind,
you're still not going to win a trophy. So I'm still going to give you
whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm talking about you right now. I'm talking about your team right now. Yeah.
I won a trophy the other night, innit? The Stay to the End trophy.
Yeah, I did. And it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I saw that. Toby celebrating like he won the Champions League on his Instagram stories.
Seen a man more excited in his life that he stayed 90 minutes. I just can't believe it. He even tagged us all in it, and he said, "You motherfuckers, I stayed to the end." I was getting
atting us on his story. I said,
no.
Did Toby win the Champions League? Did Toby win something?
I was atting you.
This is the same celebrations I saw when Conte came.
My mum called the police. I'm not gonna lie. My mum called the police.
We did imagine it.
She thought it was a
yeah. I got hitmen on me. Like, he was like, fuck GRIZZ as well. Fuck you, not fuck everyone. Bro, my family just saw someone going mad and making threats. So
we actually said in the chat,
you know what I mean? I'll tell them calma.
We actually said in the chat, Toby's definitely left. He's definitely left this game. And I think you left and ran back. That's what I'm thinking.
I didn't leave. Bro. We need to, Steve,
Have you got any footage?
Bro, you saw it on my phone. I got
No. We need footage around 88, 89 minutes. We can't.
That was there, bro. Why are you not doing this? The thing is, I'm not even gonna buy it. I'm not even gonna buy it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna buy it because this is so normal.
Somebody told me you saw a guy in a chicken hat and a dressing gown running like Forrest Gump back into the stadium. That can only be you. There's only you with a chicken hat on and a dressing gown that goes to
These lies. You know what? You lot can't kill. You can't raid on my parade. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, tell them, man. I did that to me,
You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. The chat can say whatever you want. I don't care because I know what I did, and that game was fucking bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. The Leicester fans were giving it the big and Tottenham get battered everywhere we go. After we smoked them for 90 minutes, hammed their asses, 27 attempts, 7 big chances created, and they had the audacity to say Spurs get battered everywhere they go. Yeah? Who was laughing at full time? We stayed there around 45 minutes after full time, still singing Leicester get battered everywhere they go. So you know what? Leicester fans, in the most disrespectful way possible, hold that.
Wow.
Hold that. Because you know, were mouthing it up. They were so shit for the whole game as well. They didn't sing, they didn't do anything. And as soon as they score, now they want to pipe up and they start smacking them things that they use to make like the clapping noise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they started doing that, yeah. So you know what, Leicester fans, hold that. Take your fucking L. That's 2 seasons on the trot now where we've beaten them and scored 3 or more goals at their ground. Hold that. Yeah. And Matisse,
let's go back to Matisse. Let's go back to
we don't have to. This is the beautiful thing. The conversation is flowing. I'm really enjoying where it's going. I'm really enjoying the I was going to ask about Bergwijn's performance because I think Bergwijn's an interesting player.
Don't go anywhere.
He's going to go to Ajax. Now he's got 2 goals. What's your updated opinion on Bergwijn? Is he the new Lucas Moura who saved us?
Forget. We'll talk about Tottenham later. I want to talk about you because you told me this Callum Hudson-Odoi guy was a 1v1 demon. I did not see a single take on against Brighton. I didn't see a single take on. And you know what's crazy as well? Matisse even had the cheek to tweet about it, saying, "Yo, Callum, I can't keep pulling up videos of you skinning Bellerin at 17 years old."
Yeah, I saw that.
He tweeted that. And he thought I was just going to forget that.
the video in the park.
When I said Bukayo Saka is a better dribbler than this guy, he told me no. When I said Gareth Bale is a better player than this guy, he told me no. All these things he keeps telling me. Everything I keep hearing to Callum Hudson. When I said Callum Hudson-Odoi, good player, not an elite talent, he told me you're a hater. And he had all these Chelsea virgins in my comments. Oh, you're biased, you hate him. So where is it? Where's the take
Listen, if they don't want to lose their virginity, what's that got to do with you? Why do you always do this?
Where's the take on, buddy? I'm asking you a question.
If they don't want to lose their virginity, that's got nothing to do with you, big man. Focus on yourself.
If he's such a 1v1
leave the army alone, fam.
Where are the take ons?
Hold your head up high, Kings.
Where are the take ons?
Yeah?
Listen, this week, I've rattled the whole Chelsea fan base by calling them gremlins. I've called them chino wankers. I've called them slip-on shoes. They drink lattes. And in Euston Station today, a guy said, Steve, stop calling us gremlins, man. I said, yeah, man, it's sweet. And he went, I don't wear chinos, you prick. And I just started laughing, but he was dead serious. I was really upset because I called them chino wankers, man. And anyone now that gets in my DMs, I just say, go and have a latte, man. Chill out, relax, innit? You know what I mean? I swear to God, man, the gremlin thing, it needs putting to bed because it's really upset people.
Make sure you trade, make sure, I don't know how you're going to do it, but make sure you like trademark.
Chino wankers, I'm trademarking it. Latte. I'm doing that one as well. Gremlins.
Chinos is like 2011 hype, man.
Yeah, the super chat. I just see a super chat saying, bored, Toby, move on. Nah, I'm not going to move on. Because when it was time to talk about Chelsea and Matisse had his chest out, he was saying all sorts. So I'm not going to move on. I'm sorry. I'm not going to move on. I want to see my enemies dead and buried. Yeah. And Matisse's club, I want to see them put in the ground. I don't want to see them lift a single piece of silverware this season.
Well, we all know that's not how
any of them players prosper.
We all know that's not how
I want to see Chelsea put in the dirt.
Listen. You haven't lifted something since
I want to see them buried.
08. Why don't
say it all you want, brother?
Listen, you only get one wish.
Bro, say it all you want. Say it all you want.
Toby, you only get one wish.
It's tired.
You only get one wish.
Try and get at me. You
only get one wish. Why don't you wish for your own club's success over my club's demise?
We all know
that's not how it works.
I'm not wishing on anything, brother. Your team are a sinking ship. It's gone.
We just, as bad as my team is, you know what's so funny?
Tommy Tuchel is better than Klopp, and now Thomas Tuchel might lose his job.
As bad as my team is, we just knocked you out of the cup.
Tell me.
As bad as my team is, we just walked through.
5 weeks ago, it was, Thomas Tuchel's the third best manager in the league. And now all of a sudden, I'm seeing articles from Chelsea correspondents saying that risk of losing his job.
Don't hear it. Don't hear
Chelsea
it.
correspondents that you used to back as well, Matt Law.
Don't hear it.
Remember when I told you that guy's a fraud?
Matt Law's giving opinions right now.
Okay.
He's giving opinions. They're not reports, they're opinions. That's the first thing. We've got to distinguish between the two words. As bad as my team is, as bad as my team is, as bad as my team is,
so steady, is it?
Okay, but listen, we talk about ships and all this steady Eddie. Listen, as bad as my team is, one win, Norwich, all this nonsense, we still beat you comfortably twice.
Okay,
I don't know. You're talking a lot, but I'm not talking. We are in a cup final and you are not. So all this.
And you're gonna win it. You're gonna win it, yeah. You're gonna win it, yeah.
I don't want to see Chelsea win anything. You need to wish.
Are you going to win it?
Listen, I'm always confident in Chelsea in a cup final.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay, cool.
Always.
Say you're gonna win it.
I'm not you. I don't turn up against Man City and say we've definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're not me, do the opposite. Say you're gonna win it.
Listen, I'm confident, but I respect.
No. Don't give me confident. You just said you're not me. You just said you're not me. So say right now you're gonna win the cup.
No, you're gonna beat my opponents because it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Same thing.
Oh, is it? So what? You want to start me, but you don't want to guarantee it.
I don't have to. Do you know what? The beauty of it, I don't have to. That's why. Because I was confident.
No cojones. Your balls ain't dropped. You ain't got no cojones.
But what I won't do is I won't turn up to the Don Robbie set like you. I won't turn up to the Don Robbie set like you with Big Steve. And when Don Robbie says, "Have you got a chance?" and you say, "Absolutely not."
Say what you want, you little nerd. You're not getting out of this.
No chance. Absolutely not.
You ain't getting out of this. Your essays ain't going to save you from this panic.
Listen,
Your essays are not going to save you from this panic. This has been a long time coming.
I die.
The stupid Chelsea little virgin army, you've been bragging all season. Every single week, I'm hearing this player, this. Jorginho, third player in the world. He had a mayor as well. I'm seeing your fans asking to take him off. Third player in the world. And he had a mayor as well. So what's going on?
My brother, Messi won it.
Toby's right, man. Toby's right.
Hold on. Now he's
the best player in the world is playing like a sack of shit. Thomas Tuchel, the second best manager in the league, somehow apparently he can't coach or attack now. Yeah, Lukaku, £100 million striker, can't score goals. 1v1 demon, can't take on players.
Yeah? When is he going to stop?
The impregnable defense are conceding goals left, right, and center. So tell me, what's gone wrong?
Am I going to get to talk?
What has gone wrong?
You got bare to say when it's.
Yeah, I have got bare to say because your essays have so much to say every single day.
When we ask you about your club,
Chelsea are the best thing so what has gone wrong?
Suddenly now you're doing sign language when it's your club.
What's gone wrong? Explain it to me. Go on.
First of all, that Jorginho third place thing is a nonsense because Messi won the Ballon d'Or and he's only got 1 goal in Ligue 1. So let's stop this whole wherever you rank now. Suddenly, well, your performance, okay? Because Messi's not having a good season. So let's stop that.
Why are you telling me about Messi?
Because you just mentioned the Ballon d'Or and I just mentioned to you that Messi's got 1 goal in Ligue 1 and he won it. So
okay, but I didn't mention Messi. I mentioned Jorginho. I mentioned the third best player in the world.
So let's make that point. Second point is that, like I said before, Chelsea's attack is very, very disjointed. And me and Grizz have spoken about this. You know, football men. You know, Grizz again. Football men. You know, let's speak football. Let's speak football now. All right, let's speak.
But Grizz told you right here.
You want to do the raising your voice thing? Yeah, then
I'm not
fine.
raising my voice anymore.
I'm here to speak ball now.
Grizz told you Lukaku wasn't going to bang, and you told him no, he's wrong. He would bang, and now you're saying you're 2 football men.
Listen, sometimes football men get it wrong every now and then, but most of the time they get it
like you've got it wrong.
Just like you thought, Ndombele, thought was you thought he was going to be the king's knees, and now you're ready to sell him. That's your howler. That's your howler, yeah. That's your howler, yeah. That's your howler.
You're rattled.
Yeah, that's your howler. You want to talk about that? Where's Ndombele? Where's Ndombele? Where's Ndombele?
Yeah, he's probably going to get sold. We'll eat that one up. Yeah. He's nothing compared to the third best player in the world, though.
You know what? Let me calm everyone down. The best player
in the world has already achieved more than
calm.
He's already achieved more than Ndombele will achieve his whole career.
Let him score 1 million penalties. He will never be world class.
Everyone calm down. We need to ask a few questions. Matisse, do you need more players, or is Tuchel not getting the best out of what he's got? Please, can you give me one answer?
We need a bit of both. He needs some more players in attack.
No,
and I'm going to make my point.
I asked you one question.
Okay, well then he needs more. Then he needs more players because if you're asking me, if you're asking me the question,
look at Steve's face.
So when I see it,
no. Let me finish my point. Let him answer it. Let him answer it. All right. Because what's the point of asking me questions and then constantly interrupting me and then we don't go nowhere? I'm going to make this comparison for the second time. I did it last week. I'm going to do it again. Tuchel's brought in Lukaku. Hasn't worked so far. I've completely done a 180 on him. That's more because of the interview, but I still think he's a good player, but the interview really pissed me off. I'm not happy with him. So he's bought Lukaku. He also bought Saul on loan. Now you tell me how many signings any top manager, Pep, Klopp, any of these managers make before they started lifting major honours? Answer that question. More than one and one loanee. Pep got a whole goalkeeper and got a whole new one again the following year. So yes, Tuchel needs to be better. 100%, he does. There's a few decisions that he's made that I have said, listen, Pulisic's not a target man. You should probably play him in his rightful position. Injuries or cases or not, against Everton and Wolves, you shouldn't be playing him as target man. Lukaku, I didn't think he should have been playing the last 2 games. I think Lukaku shouldn't be in the starting 11 right now. The defense, he's got the best out of. You know, that shows over the last year since he's been in charge. Defense have been brilliant. Everybody's been praising the defense. I've been praising the defense. Their market value's gone through the roof. Kep has been better. His market value's gone through the roof. Jorginho, up until the last couple of months, his market value has gone through the roof. Hence why what's happened.
So what's his market value at now?
Hold on. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Saeed. Let me ask Saeed a question.
Yeah, I got one more to rebuttal that, but go on.
Yeah, Kova's been better. Kante is still Kante. Cool. So the only part of the pitch that Tuchel's not getting the best out of is the attack. The attack was purchased by Lampard and our very fugazi scouting system, who I'm going to get onto in a minute. Now I'm starting to put pressure on these scouts because
because you know why I say that, Matisse? Yeah. I heard a lot of Marina masterclass. Marina, she's unbelievable.
100%. Now you're talking.
Do you get it? So that's why for me, I don't understand it. Is Tuchel not getting the best out of them? Or is Marina not good at her job? Because Marina, when I was in the summer, Marina this, Marina that, Marina be my wife. I heard it whole lot, mate.
And guess who was leading it? I
guess he was leading it.
100%. But this is where I completely admit. I looked at the transfer business. I said we spent no money and we improved our 11 because Lukaku came in and we got rid of a lot of young players that don't really start for us, but they've got prospects. But at the end of the day, Lukaku. Wrong. Me for that. Play the video. 100%. I'm completely wrong on Lukaku. It hasn't worked so far, and I don't even like the person anymore. So I'm more than happy to call it quits and move him on. But in terms of Chelsea's attack, this is an attack full of some young, inconsistent players, very inconsistent players, more inconsistent than I've led on. But cool, Toby, you can have that. But also very limited players that are very one-dimensional, in my opinion, and that comes down to the scouting. But that's not Tuchel's attack. He's built the foundation of the back, the midfield, the goalkeepers. You can't ask Tuchel to get every single individual in that whole squad to be like title winning. I'm sorry, that's just stupid. Because Pep, 3 fullbacks in the door. He didn't stick with Clichy and Sanya. He brought in 50 million each left backs. Klopp brought in new goalkeeper, new left back, new midfielders, new forwards. So I don't want to hear Tuchel has to get.
It's okay then. Sorry, please be honest and say you want more players. Just be honest.
That's what I've said. I want to see. I said that though.
No. I get it now. I get it. But
I've never come here and said our squad. I love all of our squad. I've never said that. I said before I didn't want Ziyech before he joined. I'm not really keen on how limited Werner is. The only attackers I've definitely stuck up for is the young ones because they're still developing. Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Havertz, and Mason Mount. Those are the 3 and obviously Lukaku, which is done now after the interview. I'm not going to defend him anymore. But the young players I've stuck up for because they're still developing. I think same with maybe you, SAEED, Martial, Rashford. I'm sure as they're still developing when they were young, you still gave them time. Obviously, Toby's going to be more harsh because he doesn't give a shit. He's not a Chelsea fan. He's not going to be loyal to them. But I'm not going to turn my back on young developing players who might actually then become what I say they're going to become because of Toby. That's not going to happen.
Matisse, you don't get it. You don't get it, do you? You don't get it, do you?
I don't get it.
You don't get it, do you? I don't go at anyone else like this because these guys, for the most part,
because you hate Chelsea.
No. Well, yes, one, I do hate Chelsea, you're right. But I also hate Arsenal too. But you don't see Turkish say Bukayo Saka is like a superstar, world-class winger who's this, that, and the other. The reason why I go at you is because you and your fans, you make outlandish statements about your players. And then when people question you and ask you about these things you said about your players, you start saying that they're haters. We were told that Ruben Loftus-Cheek was the best thing since Southend. You then went to Callum Hudson-Odoi. You told me Pulisic was this winger extraordinaire. Like, there's so many players.
All that is nonsense, right? Let me just get this in here now, yeah? 8 months before Tuchel came, Frank Lampard spent how much money on them strikers? 250 mil, something like that? Right? Okay. You won the Champions League. Tommy Tapping Tuchel was the master of tactics. You won the Champions League. He's got the best out of this squad. He did what Frank Lampard can't do. He's the man. We're going to do it. Wait till he gets his signings. We goes into the season. He spends another 100 million on Lukaku. That's what he wanted. He gets Saul in. That's what he wanted. Now all of a sudden,
let's speak facts.
Now all of a sudden,
Steve,
just let me speak. Now all of a sudden, the team ain't good enough. The team ain't good enough. It's not his attack. So if it's not his attack, did he really win the European Cup last year? Or is that crediting to Frank Lampard because it was his team? Or is that not his team?
That doesn't make any sense. That logic doesn't make any sense.
Because the thing is with you, what it is you can't be coming on here talking absolute nonsense after the absolute shit you spouted all season. How Chelsea's going to do this, we're going to do that. We're champions of Europe, turning up with your balloons and all that bullshit.
I didn't bring no balloons.
Start demanding more signings. You spent 100 million on a striker.
Oh my God, you didn't listen to anything that was just said.
You're champions of Europe, innit?
You didn't listen to anything that was just said. Okay, so let's circle back. Let's circle back. Saul was not.
Nobody gives a shit about Chelsea anymore. At the end of the day, you said you're going to win the league. You're not going to win the league. You're absolute dog shit this season.
Okay, but we're still in all the cup competitions, which is most that half of this panel can't. Half of this panel cannot sit here and say that they're still in 3 cup competitions. So I don't want to hear Chelsea's irrelevant. I don't want to hear none of that rubbish. Second of all, Saul was not a
Cup. Is the Carabao Cup important now? Because the last 4 years when we won it, it was shit.
You know what? You're never going to see me ever disrespect a cup, Steve. You're never going to see it. You can't find a
I reckon I've never done it. Find a video of you.
No, go look for it because you never. I have always championed win the trophies you can because you never know when you're never going to win a trophy again. So you ain't going to hear that from me. I say go out and win everything. I say it on my own channel.
I'm with you, Steve. I don't believe him.
I
think he's definitely taken the piss out of that League Cup before.
No, well, listen, everybody's taking the piss
out. You can't come with that much chest and then start saying you need to buy players when you spent 100 million on the striker and you told us he was the greatest.
Steve. Pep and Klopp never bought one player and everybody was like, okay, they're going to win everything now. That didn't happen. You bought multiple players. I don't care what Lampard purchased. I don't care what.
Well, you said that with Lukaku, though. These are your words, Matisse.
Cool, but that's one player.
These are your words.
Yes, I 100%.
You can't be getting angry at us for saying what's happened to the things you said.
No, because the issue is you're judging Tuchel on it. Judge me.
I've not mentioned Tuchel.
Okay, but you are because
I'm not judging.
Steve, all right, maybe not you.
I'm not judging Tuchel. I'm talking about what you said.
Okay, yeah, you could. That's cool. Steve keeps calling Tuchel a fraud because he hasn't put Chelsea at the pinnacle of world football after one signing. That doesn't make any sense. You want to come at me for saying we should have won?
Telling me he was that good because he won the Champions League. So what is it?
He is a great manager. He is great.
Is he good because he won the Champions League, or now does he need more signings because he can't handle it in the Premier League? Did I not say that you would drop off? Did I not say you'd drop off?
Did you predict you get injuries? If you're gonna do predictions, you do the whole lot.
Injuries? Are you mad? They've got the biggest squad in the world. They've got 200 players.
Did you predict Liverpool would also be off the pace? Did you predict Liverpool would be off the pace?
You're Oldham Athletic Chelsea, yeah? Got no squad, fucking no money.
Did you predict Liverpool would also fall off the pace? Did you even predict Man City would be this clear? No, you actually said at the start of the season, this is going to be very difficult because we don't have a striker. So let's be very clear here. You didn't predict that. You didn't even predict that your own team would go 13 wins in a row. You didn't. It didn't happen.
No, I did. No, I did. Did I not say we were going on a run?
No, you didn't.
No, I did. No, I did. I said we would go on a run. We will go on a run. We get the rhythm and go on a run. I say it every season.
At the start of the season, you said it would be neck and neck between you and Liverpool.
Because your manager ain't as good as he thinks he is, and your team is a team full of bottlers.
Let me ask something, Matisse. Earlier you were saying, Pep and Klopp, they got the chance to rebuild their teams and whatnot. But the way I see Chelsea, I look at Jose's first stint at Chelsea and I say, you know what, Jose built that team. But ever since Jose, I don't think a manager has really built the team at Chelsea. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's another one in there. But it just seems like Roman and the people below him, the people he puts like director of football, it's like they build the squad. And if the manager hasn't worked, they'll put in a manager to finish the job. Now, that's what I see, or that's what I thought they did with Tuchel. I thought they tried with Lampard. It wasn't working halfway through last year. So with what they spent, the players they had, they brought in Tuchel to get over the line. That getting over the line wasn't last season. Yes, you won Champions League, and that's great for you guys. But getting over the line, for me, was this season for Roman, because Roman's never gone 4 years without a Premier League. This is 4 years this season. So I actually think Tuchel was meant to be challenging for the league this season.
He was, yeah, 100%. So we're underperforming for me by however many points we are. I said I didn't want the gap to be any more than about 7, 8, because that's any more than that is for me a bit embarrassing. But Chelsea, when they were doing the whole sack higher, they were winning under world-class players. Drogba, Lampard, Terry, all of these guys. They were the core unit of players. And then the manager would just keep rotating. And the manager didn't really have to, be world-class to do the business with them because those players were just ridiculous. Now it's the other way where the squad isn't as good as those guys. We don't have world-class players really glittered through the whole thing, unfortunately. So he was meant to try and win it this year, but he's not going to. And he needs to, for me, then be given the time to get his own team or his own forwards at the very least. Keep some of the defenders, but he needs to be given time to get more of his own players in, because a lot of those players have come from a poor scouting network for Lampard in a whole different way he wants to play, and Lampard's not here anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing with people that talk about Pochettino, and when it comes to that squad pre-Messi, everyone expects him to do well. And I think when we're at Chelsea, how can you get sympathy when you get a squad like that? You know what I mean? And that's the question everyone wants to ask her. About you, Matisse, is that you can't really give Tuchel much sympathy. You go and spend more money, and it's like, what next for Tuchel? And that's the question why everyone's so much.
I need you to understand. Tuchel didn't spend that money that you're talking about. He spent it on Lukaku. He didn't spend it on Ziyech. He didn't spend it on Werner.
But they're not shabby players, though, are they? They're not shabby players.
But the question is, are they good enough? Are they? And that really is the question. And as Chelsea fans, we've got to look at it and say, are those attackers as good as Salah, Mane, Jota? No. Are they as good as Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Sterling? No. So if they're not, then we have to accept the L and we have to go again with new attackers under someone who knows what they're doing.
I hear it though. I hear it, and I will actually defend Thomas Tuchel because I think he's done a really good job at Chelsea. But he can get more out of some of your attackers. By some, I'm talking about like Lukaku. There are some that I can't even put on him, like Ziyech. I think he's been just a bust. Pulisic been a bust. But ultimately, SAEED makes a fair point. When you have the squad that he has, even though he's not assembled it, ultimately he's going to be judged. But he's going to be judged by what results he gets with said squad, because the squad that has been assembled is quite expensive and is capable of challenging for the title and shouldn't really be as far off as you are now. Granted, you've got way more points at this stage than you did last season, but you shouldn't be as far off as you have now. And even when we talk about injuries, yes, Chelsea have had their injuries, but injuries are part and parcel. When Liverpool had their injuries last year, yes, granted, you gave them sympathy, but doesn't mean anyone else would have.
But you can cook me all you want, but there needs to be some respect for Tuchel, and that's and
I will respect.
I'm glad you're giving it.
I think he's a good manager.
Hold on, because there's the shoe isn't on the other foot, Steve. Because when Pep first came in, he was allowed to restructure that Manchester City.
No, he wasn't allowed. Listen, he was because he wasn't, because the first season he had to have Zabaleta and Clichy at fullback because they were both running out of contract.
Where did he finish?
After he got rid of Joe Hart, right, who won 4 Golden Gloves and replaced him with Bravo. So don't say that. Oh, you went and bought one keeper and then it didn't work, so you bought another keeper. We got rid of our best ever goalkeeper, brought in Bravo, realised it didn't work, so then he got in Edison for 35 million. How much did you spend for Kepa?
70, but again, that was not under Tuchel. That was again. No. That wasn't under Tuchel. That wasn't under Tuchel.
But listen to this: if we won the Champions League last season, and Pep Guardiola spent 100 million on Grealish this season, and we was in your position, do you think people would sit on this show and allow me to say that Pep Guardiola needs more money? They'd rip me apart. The BBC
how much money
said you had the best squad and you was going to be untouchable in this league.
My lord. How much money did Pep spend before his first Premier League title, Steve? How much?
I don't know.
It was more than 100 million. It was more than 100 million. I know that for a fact because you spent 150 million on
Liverpool won their league title and spent more than anyone ever did in one season.
Exactly. So just because I was confident, slander me, but you're trying to hold that.
Now you're trying
to hold Tuchel to standards that Pep and Klopp have not even been held to. None of them came in their first season and won the Premier League. It didn't happen. Both of them restructured.
Pep didn't win the European Cup in his first season. This is what I'm saying.
Exactly. So he's overachieved.
To win the Premier League.
So he's overachieved, Steve. That's the point. He's got us through every single cup final.
He needs more money.
He's only bought in one player, Steve.
I don't think it's about
million.
I don't look. I think we should. I think we should move on.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some super chats. It's not like we're gonna move on from Chelsea because Chelsea got Tottenham this weekend. I do want to touch on Tottenham as well before.
Okay, we stay on Chelsea.
Record, man. I'll get 45 minutes of grilling, man. This is only 33.
Let me get some super chats in, and then we'll touch on Tottenham and then the Chelsea Tottenham game. So it's still on the same sort of subject. Mike's here for the football talk. Wayne says, "Big up the Big Six. Big up SAEED. Getting Liverpool, we're going to Wembley. Xhaka return, we get top 4. Please don't piss me off half an hour in, my guy. Who are the smaller club here, Spurs or City? Silly question. One ain't one, fuck all. Rohit says, big up to all of you. Your edits are...
Let him talk. You've seen what happened with Matisse. Your time's coming, brother. Just wait on it.
I don't know, it's getting quite late still. I got something to do in the morning.
Your time's coming, bro. Don't think we've forgotten about your
Let him carry on, man.
If you hold me up anymore, this show is, I don't know, it's a mad one.
Don't go anywhere.
Is it bleeding? That's what I might be asking at the end of the show. Rohit says, big up to all of you. Your edits are masterclass like at the beginning with the great banter, and you people are always spot on. Big love from the US. Love for that, Rohit. Pulisic is hot trash. Stop this. He is young talk, says John. Benless says, Toby, with so much chest. Relax, brother. You got a last-minute winner against a depleted Leicester City squad. Relax yourself. Also, don't worry, I'll say it for you. Thank you for the super chat. My guy, for the love. Adam says, because of Matisse, Chelsea are doing laps in the trench. The fans demand more, but Brighton came right back like they're Trent. If you know, you know. Big up Hazy. I can't lie, that tune's a banger. Boogeyman says, preach Tobes, Matisse deserves it.
No, cool. Toby, sorry, Turkish, let me jump in, yeah? This is fucking hilarious to me. So, I am rattled now because Steve's proper disrespecting my manager. I'm not gonna have let's get the facts out, yeah? Let's get the facts out right now. First season, Pep summer. John Stones, 50 million. Sané, 46 million. Gabriel Jesus, 28 million. Gundogan, 24 million. Bravo, 16 million. Neleto, 18 million. And then a few youngsters that calculated up. Yeah, Nolito. A few youngsters that calculated up to 10 million. How much did he spend in the first 100?
This is a Chelsea fan.
Hold on, 193.
This is a Chelsea fan.
193 million.
Yeah, this is elite.
I don't want to hear it again. I don't want to hear it.
Matisse is rattled.
Third.
Matisse is rattled. Somebody get the gremlin some milk. He is rattled.
I don't care if I'm rattled. I don't care. 193 million. 193 million in the first
Matisse,
summer.
Here you go.
Cool. But I'm spitting facts. It's as simple as that. And don't make me do that again.
Calm down, Scrappy dude.
Have we got a latte emoji? Is there a latte emoji, you reckon?
Don't be blaming Pep. Don't be blaming Pep for your downfall.
193 million in the first summer. Wow.
Thank you for that brief intermission. Back to the super chats.
I'm just looking in disbelief that a Chelsea fan is trying to talk to me about spending. A Chelsea fan.
Jose Mourinho spent similar one in his first year, so I don't know.
Spent 350 million in about 9 months, and you won the European Cup. But now you're saying
this is under one manager. This is under one manager. You know what you're doing. This is under one manager, Steve. That wasn't under one manager.
Listen, it's not Championship manager where you come in and change 11 players, mate.
I didn't say it was.
You've done the bollocks in the summer before, so you can't just come in and spend another 600-700 million to get the players in. You know, it don't work like that.
You don't blame a full.
You've got Werner on a massive contract. You got Havertz on a massive contract. You got Ziyech on a contract. Pulisic on a massive contract. You can't go and spend more money because you've done your bollocks in on them.
So you're blaming the former scouts.
I'm not blaming nothing, mate. That's your team, not mine. I don't want anything to do with
If Pellegrini had signed a bunch of bums and Pep was
Pellegrini signed Wilfred Boney, are you mad?
And that's why Pep replaced him for 193 million.
Exactly, but Pellegrini still won the league, innit?
I'm just shocked that you spent double what we spent in your first season and you finished third. That's all I'm asking.
How many seasons have you spent double what we've spent?
I'm just shocked. That's all I'm saying.
Why would you be shocked? You just
because it's a lot of money, Steve. Why didn't you win the league?
Grounds with balloons, thinking
why didn't you win the league?
And your balloons are getting popped. You're getting slapped up and slung home with your chinos.
Why didn't you win the league in the first season under Pep? He's a better manager than Tuchel anyway. Why didn't you win the league? You spent double the money.
He had too many players out of contract, so it's in the season after. So it's logical business sense, innit? So he just ticked along nice, got his players in season after and won. You won the European Cup and come on here and told us he was a masterclass of football and he taught Pep everything he knows. And now you're getting slapped up and you're about 13 points behind or whatever it is.
We're in the same position Pep was. We're in the same position Pep was. You were way off Conte's. You were way off Conte's
on this show and give
at least he's just performing to the same level as Pep.
You can talk over everyone you want because that's all you're doing, talking over, but you're just embarrassing yourself.
He's performing at the same rate as Pep. What do you want from me?
You are embarrassing yourself.
He spent half the money as Pep. He's in the same position as Pep.
Champions of Europe. You said Tuchel was this, that, and
that. Yeah, and he's won more than Pep in a short time.
Fuck all, mate.
Exactly.
He's going to win the Carabao Cup.
He's won more than Pep did in a shorter space of time, quicker than Pep did, with a worse team than Pep had when he won the Champions League.
What are you talking about? Won more than Pep did in a quicker space.
Crazy.
Tuchel will be managing Saint Etienne in 12 months' time.
You know you won't.
Man said Tuchel's going to be managing Saint Etienne in 12 months.
Roman Abramovich doesn't suffer fools, and he's not going to suffer him crying. He was crying on the TV the other day saying, we've had more games than everyone else. Well, Pep Guardiola has been in every competition, final or semi-final there is to be in for the last 3 or 4 seasons, not moan once about the games. So if Tommy Tuchel can't handle the pace
in every final of every cup as well.
To do one, innit?
Tuchel's made every single cup final as well since he's been in charge.
Why is he crying about his team playing all the time? You're playing
because he's not crying. It's just factually. It's factually correct that we're the only team that haven't had a break.
No Chelsea fan can come on here and talk absolute shit like you, knowing the money you've spent.
I just gave you facts, Steve. I just gave you facts. You sound kind of rattled.
We can all stand on roundabouts and talk nonsense about our team if we want, but at the end of the day, you're making yourself look like a fool, mate.
I'm not, though, because I just gave you facts. I just gave you facts.
Yeah, because you're doing Sky Sports bullshit again. Who gives a fuck? I can stand here with my notes and my phone if I want and start reading off facts, and no one gives a shit, innit?
Sound rattled. No one gives a shit. You sound rattled, Steve. I just gave you...
How am I rattled on top of the Premier League?
Because you just said that Tuchel... Tommy Tapping Tuchel is a fraud because he's not winning the Premier League, and then because he spent 100 million, because he spent 100 million, and now I just went to Pep, who is the God Savior, and he spent double, and he didn't win the Premier League.
Stop the talking over each other, because the people can't hear when man talk over each other. So I need to remind people about that. But let me get to super chats, because I only got halfway through. More have come in, and we're still on Chelsea. We need to talk about the rest of the Premier League action as well. Najib says, it's funny seeing all the visionaries on Lukaku now. It was so rubbish, then step up and say you'll beat us. If Lukaku scores, people will say he's the best. Keep the same energy. On Monday, no excuses. But obviously, predictions are coming shortly after this. So we'll see what Tobes predicts. Toby caring more about Chelsea than his own club. Definition of rent-free. The 1v1 demon had 4 goals in 4 Prem starts, I guess, this season. SAEED would twerk for Tuchel if we sack him.
Facts.
Obvious that Chelsea's main problem is morale issues, says Fred, due to stupid Lukaku.
Morale, apparently.
Most players are frustrated with the fact that he's playing first team. Rafaelos, Callum Hudson-Odoi should change his name to... I don't get it, my guy, but we move. Yeah. Tobes is like 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Once you start a beef with him, best believe he won't forget. Thanks. 50 Cent had a lot of accolades, though. He had a lot of substance behind him. I don't know what.
You're still going
behind him with Tottenham.
We ain't got to your team yet. You're still going.
You ain't got to. I'm
want this smoke?
Am I lying? You can't compare 50 Cent to Tottenham. What's that?
Do you want this smoke? Just answer my question, yes or no. Do you want this smoke?
He actually said, "Do you want the smoke?"
Do you want this smoke?
My guy. You can't compare.
Yes, that's a yes. Just wait till we get to Arsenal. Wait till we get to Arsenal.
Wayne says, "Oh, like you wasn't waiting anyway, Tobes." All right, cool. Wayne says, "Sending another one. First time I've seen Toby this happy. Hold the smoke, Matisse. Man U for life. Big up all of you. Best show on YouTube. Love for the love, Wayne." Amit says, "Big up. I'm expecting a man of the match performance from Toby today. After what happened with Spurs and Arsenal, this is your time." He's had a good first half still. I can't even lie. He's had a good first half. Big up, Big Steve, says AJ. "Nobody represents Man City's fan base better than him. Great to watch you grow. More power to you, man." And it does feel like Steve's been waiting for this moment since that Champions League final. I can't even lie. The way he just jumped out on Matisse just there halfway through the super chats. I know he's been waiting.
This is worse than when Kobe brought notes, innit? This guy's got fucking
boards, I'm just bringing facts.
Calma. Show some more to come. Don't worry. Kevin says, Matisse.
Let me check my notes.
We got to say fair enough to the guys cooking us. It's our time. They pray for our downfall, but we won't be down for too long. Gremlins unite. Boogeyman says, "Man said we need more players." What's going on here? Do you want all the players in the world, Matisse? Arsenal are getting top 4 when Xhaka returns. Also find it disgraceful that people jumped on him for that betting rumor when it turned out to be false. So, to be honest, I don't know, like, that betting rumor, where it's landed, who it's landed on. I still don't know.
We don't know who it is. How can it be false?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Boogeyman, Matisse got cooked tonight. Tobes, quiet stuff. Quiet stuff yourself with more chicken. Shit.
Chicken shit.
The violins are right, and Grizz ain't even spoken much. It's all mad. Book Ake says Pep replaced old players. Chelsea 400 million plus in 2 years.
Facts.
X says, Matisse, it's not what you said, but how you said it. You were cocky, you gassed them, and now you're explaining your way out.
100%.
Rum says, Grizz, man, tell them what Klopp's first team was compared to Tuchel's. Klopp had so much more work to do for Liverpool to become competitive. Pregnancy test FC versus not playing the kids FC. Boogeyman again, I feel bad for Matisse. This is worse than Partey getting a red card yesterday. Carlito, big up to all of you. Honestly, as a Chelsea fan, I agree with Steve. Our fan base are so toxic. They even get on my nerves. But Tuchel isn't a fraud. Seriously, Steve, you're too intelligent for that. Hayden says, get in there, SAEED, land a punch. I know SAEED hasn't really come out. Look, he's ready. Tommy tapping Tuchel, the master of tactics. Matisse, Tuchel's inherited a much better team than Klopp did, says AM.
Yeah.
Snooker, can't blame injuries for drawing to Everton's youth team. SB, to be fair to Steve, we won the Champions League and got in over our heads. But does it not show how bad our board is if we spent 300 million plus and still only have 4 world-class players? Boogeyman, can we all agree, including Matisse, that Pep and Klopp are a different level than Tuchel? I think we all agree on that.
Nope.
We did, but clearly someone.
Okay.
Someone disagreed.
We'll see as the season goes on that one. Then Rico.
Wow, surprised Matisse said that.
Big up to the big six.
You're surprised. Come on now.
Love the show, fellas. Love from the six. Big up Rico, man. Pep lost Laporte one season and lost the league by 30 points. Next season, Ruben Diaz signs. Tuchel has had how many injuries this season?
Okay, no.
Facts.
FSG are worse than Glazers. Username says City and Chelsea fans are arguing about spending. I know. I was sitting back thinking, I wish I could get involved in this argument.
You spent 500 million. No, you spent 600 million. I wish I could have these arguments.
You spent 610 million, but you spent 615. Steve Rattle getting his head hot, knowing Pep couldn't get it done in his first season. LOL. What excuses is Steve giving? And Steven says Tommy Tuchel spent 98 million on a wardrobe. Don't chat about Pep spending money. Stones, Gundogan, and Sané was all worth the money. And I think...
Yeah, exactly.
They were.
That has rounded up, unless I've missed a few. Let me just double check. Leicester, one Premier League, Spurs, Premier League. Always time for that. Mike,
that's actually a very good point. You know, as much as you're giving it to Leicester fans, they won the title and you haven't. So,
yeah, there's a few teams on one. Yeah, it's true. Still, Mike is so hyped up. Go easy on him. We don't need him to call quits on us now. All the love from the US.
Bloody hell.
Great banter. Look forward to the show after work, my guy. I can't really say a username. It's a bag of numbers, but big up you, man. Hope you're enjoying as usual. I get Matisse's point. Pep spent millions everywhere when he came in. Everywhere. Tuchel has bought one player. So how are we getting on to Tuchel?
Facts.
Tuchel, at the end of the day, Pep has failed to win the Champions since he left Barca.
Facts.
Failed at Munich, failed at City. Tuchel did it in under 5 months.
No, but Tuchel, look, listen, Tuchel didn't do it because Lampard spent 250 million 9 months before. So he's had 250 million put in the squad. Tuchel took over. They won the Champions League. They said, we're champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Tommy Tuchel is a man. Yeah. Okay. We accepted that. They came on here. Tuchel bought Lukaku for 100 million. And they said, we're going to win the league this year. We're going to do this. The press said, great Chelsea team, this, that, and the other. Now it's all gone to shit, which I predicted, right? They're saying he needs more money. It's not his squad. But last season, it was his squad. I don't understand this, is what I'm saying. Don't come on here.
It wasn't. Let me...
And say the champions of Europe and all that, but then now it's going to shit, saying it's not his squad. So
let me combat that. So it wasn't his squad.
Listen, and don't get your fucking chart out again because no one's interested.
I'm not going to get the chart out. I'm not going to get the chart out. I've already
we need to move on, man. We need to move on.
I've already done enough, clearly. But
let's move on.
It wasn't his squad, but it was very clear that the Champions League was based on our defense, right? The 250 million pounds was spent on the attack. The attack was still poor in the Champions League. We all saw it. We know Chelsea's attack wasn't great, but he worked with what he got through the knockouts and won the Champions League. But it's not his squad. That's what I'm going to say.
Steve, bearing in mind, I know you got to leave a bit early today as well. I do want to get the last couple in and then do some, Tottenham and then predictions. Niraj says, Turkish on a level, would you take Conte over Arteta? Of course. I want their stadium. I don't care about their stadium and their manager. The manager, yeah, but it is what it is. Even Pep's postman delivers more than Arsenal right now. Albert says, thinking of planning an anniversary trip to Porto. And Regine says, also another thing, I think you're putting too much respect on Chelsea's team. That team ain't as good man for man like United or City. Mount, Havertz, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Alonso, Christensen, Ziyech, etc. These are average players. I don't know if I completely agree with all of those names they're saying they're average, but you can't compare them to City and Liverpool and whatnot because City and Liverpool's players have won, the Premier League. I know the Champions League is in the trophy cabinet for Chelsea, but obviously the Premier League is the measuring stick of 38 games. Cup football is very different. Tobes, it's your turn, my guy. Obviously, Tottenham, last minute, the latest comeback ever. You know what's fucked as well? I predicted Leicester 2, Tottenham 2. So when Tottenham scored in the 93rd minute, I looked down for fuck's sake, but at least I got 3 points. And then you scored again 30 seconds later. I can't fucking catch a break in that thing.
We deserved it, man. We deserved it. Some people were saying Spurs scumbag. We didn't scumbag anything. We deserved to win that game fair and square. We schmizzled them. We put them in a blender for the whole game. Literally put them in the blender. And we got what we deserved. Like Antonio Conte, he came out and said it, and bruv, it was fantastic. Like, it's not been an easy couple of weeks for us. The performances can still get better, but the performances in recent weeks were not good. Chelsea saw to that, beating us twice. Uninspired performance against Morecambe. So we were going into this game expecting to win, but not really like fully confident. And then when I saw the lineup, I was like, rah, Leicester got all these players out, but yet this team actually doesn't look like it's, of course it's weakened, but it doesn't look like it's just going to keel over and die here. But yeah, we did what we needed to do, man. We did what we needed to do. Harry Kane looking like he's got the hunger and the fire back in his belly, man. He tore them apart for 90 minutes. Like Vestergaard and Sionchu, they're having nightmares. I told people about this Vestergaard guy on the Big Six last year. Remember when I was talking about Southampton?
Yeah, I'm
telling you about these players that they're not good enough. And then, yeah, like even midfield, like our midfield did such a job on Tielemans. He was rubbish that game as well. Like we played really well, man. Very good performance, and I'm happy about that, man. We won, and we had to win as well, because your fans, your cheeky fan base, been talking about, oh, they're talking about games in hand. You have to win the game, so you have to win the games first. And now we've actually won the game, and we're above you with one game less, and we're 1 point behind West Ham with 3 games in hand. So even despite my pessimism on the top 4 race, for whatever reason, it seems like we're right in the thick of it.
Does it seem like it, or are you going to get it? Don't ask Matisse to put his neck on the line.
Back your team.
No. I'll stick with what I've said. I don't think if we don't make any signings, I don't think we're going to get top 4, because the squad, the win against Leicester was great, but I'm not like Matisse. I don't let these wins cloud my judgment over these players. I don't let these wins all of a sudden make me think players like Pulisic are world class. Like, our squad is still poor. It's still not a good squad. We absolutely dicked on Leicester, and we almost lost the game. Deep that. Yeah. I was there fuming in the stands at 88 minutes, thinking, how the hell have we lost this?
Is that when you walked out 88 minutes? You just admitted now. Is that when you walked out 88 minutes?
Oh, why you listen? Why you need to
stop? Big up the steward that let Toby back in the stadium in the night.
Big up Grizz. Are you gonna
big up Alex at the Leicester Stadium, because I've heard the good deed you done.
Oh, really? So now you're making stuff up. Grizz, I can't believe this is coming for you. After I niced you at that Liverpool game as well, you're doing this to me.
That's bad, Grizz, man.
I said it with a smile on my face. I said it with a smile on my face. He knows
you're not getting the ticket from me as well.
I'm joking. But yeah, like I'm not like Matisse and these Chelsea virgins. I'm not just gonna sit here.
Listen, if you're not getting laid enough, that is your business.
The squad is still not good enough. The midfield still needs work. We still need a backup striker. We still need a centre back. We damn sure need a right wing back. So we still need.
What about the player today? What about that guy that you're getting, Adama Traore? Are you happy about him?
I'm not happy, but if Antonio Conte wants him, I'm all in. If Conte wants him, I'm all in. Simple.
So that's my answer. I don't like that answer.
You know, I've told you it's a done deal, innit?
That's my answer. But anyway, yeah, I'm delighted. And listen, Chelsea coming up on the weekend as well. Bruv, I've said it a million times. This is not a ground that we do well in, and I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win. It's not. You're not going to hear me say that, because I don't have the squad to back that up, and I don't have the record to back that up. But what I will say is this: they've played us 3 times this season, beating us. We haven't scored. Something needs to change. I need to see a gutsy performance. And
he's got the
word to Denzel. I need us to leave there with something. We need to leave there with something. Yeah, we need to leave there with something. Like, the top 4 race is hot. So every point matters now. So we need to leave there with something. And that's what we're saying that matter.
Big game.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm going.
No, but are you going to leave there with something?
What's the prediction?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I'll back us to get a draw.
Yeah? Well, you might as well start it off then.
Yeah, I'll back us. I'll say 1-1. I'll back us to get a draw. They'll turn up. So this isn't me being cocky about Spurs. I am under no illusions. Chelsea could be playing 0 out of 10s for 5 weeks straight, and when they play Spurs, they turn into the Harlem Globetrotters. So it's not going to be an easy game, but I think we can get something, man.
Matisse, how are you feeling about the game considering Chelsea?
It's like Arsenal when they play Tottenham at home, and our record at home to Tottenham is pretty good as well. Like as badly as we're playing, we just did play them back to back in the Carabao Cup, and they didn't offer much. And obviously, Son's out injured as well. So again, as I said against Brighton, and I say again, there's no excuses not to win. They need to win this match. It's a must win. I don't really want to be dragged into this whole 4th place race again bullshit. We need to start trying to put some sort of gap there. And Tottenham got a lot of games in hand, so it's a must win. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but I'll go over 1-0 win.
You're going with a 1-0 win, yeah?
Yeah.
1-1 TOBS, 1-0. I'll put 2-1 Chelsea win. Yeah, I just think your form, and it's the type of game to kind of kickstart your season again. Not that there's much left in the league, but the amount of points you lot have dropped, obviously it's games in hand. Games in hand don't mean points, but if things don't work out in your favor, then you could be closer to a top 4 battle than you think come February and March and whatnot. Even though I don't think that'll be the case, I think you lot will secure it. I didn't think you lot will drop as many points as we have so far, but 2-1 Chelsea, I think you'll bounce back. Steve?
I think that the way they beat him in the League Cup was just too easy. So I think they'll beat him again. Be 2-1 Chelsea.
You're going 2-1 Chelsea. And Steve, I know you said around 10 you need to leave. Is that still the case?
10 minutes, I'll be right.
10 minutes. Remind me in the private chat. So before you go, I'll round up your other predictions as well. So remind me before you're going. SAEED?
I'm going to go with Desmond 2-2.
2-2.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep, absolutely.
2-0.
To who? To Chelsea.
I said to who?
I'm just asking.
Harry Kane's playing very well, though. So I should have said 2-1. Is it too late? No, 2-0. I'll stick to it.
No, it's all right, man. Let him off Turkish. I'm all right with it.
What did you say, GRIZZ?
He's trying to get me to say 2-1, but I'm sticking with
it. Cool. Let me get the super chats in that have come in between. There's one here. Let me just save that. Tuchel's won the Champions League with Lampard's squad. Pep can't win it with 2 of his own. Who's better? Says Clinton. Van Persie. Don't even make me say that name. Burnley and Chelsea play the same football. #boring. AM says Arsenal ain't won the league title in HD. Well, lucky I was there to see it with my own eyes. That's HD enough. Milo says Matisse in the UAE Club World Cup. Sheikh Mansour's first club. Al Jazeera is waiting for you. Obviously, the Club World Cup starts 9th and semi-final 9th, and the finals on the 12th. So that means the Chelsea-Arsenal game getting rescheduled because we're meant to play on the 12th of February. Bloomberg says, can we talk about... I can't quite make out what that word is there.
We know what it is. We're going to get to them. Trust me.
Hayden says, we need the lightweights versus the heavyweights. Baptiste, Ty versus Steve, TOBS, tag team title match debate. Literally just before the show, we said Ty versus Steve would break the internet. Literally just before this show. So who knows? Lad Bible might make it happen. Steve is just mad his team doesn't cut it at European football. Understand his anger. I too would be mad if my team has the same.
People, I don't get where they think.
Let it slip, Steve. Let it slip, Steve. Let it slide.
Yeah, I know, man. Just let it go, man.
Gremlins are on overtime right now.
Let it slide, Steve.
I'm like this. I'm like this 24/7. I'm not angry. This is how I speak 24/7. I'm top of the league. You know what I mean? 10 points clear. I'm happy now. Don't worry about it. I'm really, really happy now. Football life
let it slide, Steve.
Good for me, innit? at the minute. I'm just, you know what I mean, trying to.
Why don't you borrow him one, Chris, man? Let him borrow one.
Anytime, man. He's my brother.
You know what? You know what's funny, yeah?
SAEED, you're naughty.
I've been there where you're winning Premier League titles and you haven't crossed the Champions League line, yeah, and that's used to batter you.
I've got one for everyone, by the way.
Till this day, Arsenal about that Champions League. So, you know, until you win it,
like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But as long as you're winning trophies, innit? Life's good, innit?
Yeah. Let it slide, Steve. Let it slide. That's what I'm gonna say every time. Let it slide, Steve.
For some, man, it's been 5 years, but it is what it is. Pep signings are in the range of 40 to 60 million, but the number of signings is too much. It would be very interesting to see him go to a side with a limited budget but high potential, like Dortmund, and win the Bundesliga. Oh my
God, he's never going to do that. He's Pep Guardiola, man, for fuck's sake.
Calm it down, Steve. That's
like saying, why don't you give Sam Allardyce a chance at Real Madrid because he really deserves it? And Real Madrid going, yeah, okay, we'll get Sam Allardyce in because Dave down the road wants to reckon he can do it with a big budget. A load of shit. Get real, innit? Pep Guardiola is managing the best teams in the world because he's the best manager in the world. He ain't dropping down to Oldham Athletic because somebody in the pub said he can't do it on a 200 grand budget. You know what I mean?
Because someone in the pub said he can't do it.
Fuck's sake, get real, man. Grow up, innit? You know what I mean?
Nippon says, question for Toby.
Yeah, grow up, man.
Do you not think that Traore can be your Victor Moses? I did think that sort of similarity when you was linked to him. What do you think, Tobes?
I hope so. Because I think he's a better like winger than Victor Moses, but he's just brain dead, man. I don't rate him at all. I can't lie to you, but Antonio Conte, he works wonders with players like this. So I'm hoping it can be more of the same, and I'm hopeful he can be a success at Spurs.
At the Etihad last week, football beat anti-football 1-0. Thank you, Kevin De Bruyne. Chelsea are a bad advert for the English game. I'd rather watch paint dry. SB says, Spurs want Adama. Didn't they buy Emerson 50 M's? I don't think Emerson was 50 M's, but
it wasn't.
They did buy Emerson, yeah. Chelsea fans chanting to Brighton, champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. Is that the only song you have? Or they have? Peace for all. Agree with that. Matisse, are you mad, my friend? City and Liverpool didn't have as good as this Chelsea squad when they arrived. Just admit you're having a poor season. Love the channel.
Just really quick comeback. Chelsea have finished 3rd or 4th for the last few seasons since 2017. So I don't know what you're talking about there. But carry on.
Tell that bald Malteser they're getting packed. He's probably a Chelsea fan.
He's talking about me, Chelsea little virgin, man. It's fine.
Aslan Premier League goals in the last.
Imagine he's married as well.
Saka 12. Saka's got 12. Foden's got 19. Mount's got 20. Greenwood's got 22, and Hudson-Odoi's got 4. So overrated, nowhere near the level of the other top youngsters. Jota, Jones, and Trent Alexander-Arnold were the difference. Fair play. Well, definitely Jota and Trent, that's for sure. But Curtis definitely played well. Right, big up the big six as usual. Working my security job from Chelsea FC, and I can't lie, Chelsea are in the mud, but I think they will bounce back. Big up, Rye. Hope you're good. Regine, that's why I'll always rate Mourinho. He won the Champions League with Porto. And Jashar says, big up Turkish, my guy, and the panel. Grizz, relax, please relax. And because Steve's got a goal, I think we should just round up the Southampton Man City prediction and then, yeah? Is that all right with everyone?
Yeah.
Toby, is that all right with you?
Oh, we're gonna get to you later, so it's calm with me.
Later, I told you I got things to do tonight, still and tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever.
Steve, go and talk to me.
Southampton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's obviously Southampton got a good result at the Etihad early in the season. They got a draw. They just stifled our play. We couldn't get through. Probably going to try and do that again. I know they've got the kid up front from Chelsea that's scoring a few goals, so they might try and have a goal. I just think we're going to have too much for him. We've had a bit of a break. I think the Manchester City machine just going to keep on rolling and getting the points. So I'm expecting us to win. And I'm going to say 2-0 City.
2-0 Man City, eh? Away from home. Southampton, Steve says 2-0. SAEED?
Yeah, I think City will roll them. I'm going to go with 3-1 with a Ward-Prowse free kick.
3-1. I can't lie. Ward-Prowse, to be honest, what is he, 27, 28? He could,
he could play him, man. Everyone disrespects him.
Is he one of the best set-piece takers in the Prem? Easy, isn't it?
Easy.
He's probably the best free kick taker.
The best free kick taker. Yeah.
De Bruyne is up there.
Nah, I think James Ward-Prowse is better than De Bruyne.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think De Bruyne's inconsistent.
Yeah, De Bruyne's free kicks is not Pep said he's the best free kick taker in the Prem today.
I'd definitely take him, man.
I'm surprised no one's gone for him, to be honest.
He signed a new contract in the summer as well. I think he had a year left when he signed.
Aston Villa tried, didn't they?
He's a good player, but I think he's like a good player at like a mid-level side. I think if he played for a top 6 side, he would be like a good squad option. But I can't see him starting.
You should sign him in it.
Yeah.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I think currently now he would start for us, but the standard that we need to aspire to is higher.
Whitbread, you should have signed him.
Higher.
3-0.
I like him, but I just
Celso, 55 million.
Celso's garbage. Yeah, I would have taken Wood-Prowse over Lo Celso any day of the week. Any day of the week.
There you go, then, isn't it?
Grizz, you said 3-0.
3-0 City.
3-0. All right, cool. TOBS?
3-1 Man City. But it's weird. I think a loss is round the corner for City. They've won too many games, man. They're due like a random loss. Okay, 3-1.
Nice one.
After saying all that, he just doubled down. So
3-1, yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to try and trick someone.
Okay.
Matisse.
You're right. I do agree with you, but I'm not gonna fall for it. So I say 2-1 City.
A bit tighter, 2-1. I've put 3-1 down already. I'm sticking with 3-1. It is what it is. Like I said, Steve, just let me know when you need to go, and we'll round up the other predictions. Grizz, I know you need to go in a couple of minutes, so let's do Crystal Palace Liverpool.
No, I'm calm, bro. Today.
Who else has got to leave in a couple of minutes?
No. We can sit. Me and Toby. Me and Toby sitting nice today. We're sit nice.
Ooh,
I'm good. Obviously, I'm a bit tired.
Matisse got cooked. So
I'm a bit tired after the start of the show. Man's chest is a bit sore, but I can stay.
Let's get into it then. Let's talk about the League Cup semi-final.
Wow.
Where's TOBS gone?
Wow. And he has no control as well.
You cheeky bastard, yeah? You cheeky bastard, yeah? Cool.
Let's have it then. Let's have it. Who wants to go?
No, it's not about having it, man.
I'm not even.
Chris, go on.
You better cook. You better cook just as hard as you cook me, bro.
I never cook. Not me. I didn't cook you, man. And the reason for that is because, like, too much violence on one show, man. We're not looking to get cancelled, man, on the YouTube scene, man.
Well, it's Arsenal, isn't it?
We're looking long run.
Already.
We're looking long run, man, and his team got it anyway. So there's nothing to say to Turkish.
Forget your PR bullshit.
Nah, come on, Grizz. I need tougher because after what they were doing with the COVID thing, I need something stronger, Grizz, because the whole COVID palaver.
TOBS, you know what it is?
The 0-0 win last week against 10 men. Come on, you saw the way their fans were talking and talking.
But, look, it turned out to be another fake positive, innit? What can I say? Like, it turned out to be another fake positive for Arsenal.
So that monologue you gave us was absolutely ridiculous, didn't it?
Which one? Which one?
That long monologue of about the whole story, the whole facade.
No, of course it wasn't. It was true, man. Nothing's been proven in the court of law.
Why, is Kenny Dalglish's daughter the owner of that place?
No, that's 7 years old report.
Oh.
So people don't do their fact checking. I come with receipts. You know this. So, but that's not the point. The point is there was a lot of celebrations. There was a lot of, everyone's seen the picture of Ramsdale laughing in Minamino's face when he missed that last minute chance.
What, Ben White, you mean?
No, Ramsdale laughing and Ben White's going around saying, this is what we do. Well, this is what you fucking do, innit, you pussy? This is what you do. Because no, but look, did you see him get ragged? Like, was there any blade of grass that he didn't get ragged on? Like, everywhere you look, man was on the floor getting ragged. Man.
Yeah, Ben White had a poor game.
Yeah, man, it was not
50 million though.
It was
not. He actually had a worse game, I think, though.
In the away leg, he was probably man of the match. So
yeah, but life comes at you hard, brother. You start put your head down and keep working. So everyone had written Liverpool off. Even certain Liverpool fans were like a bit shook about going into this game, but You know what I mean? People talk about the history of the Tottenham, but history of the Arsenal when it comes to Liverpool in recent times, it's not pretty, man.
Yeah, but you can't compare the history of Tottenham statement like that, because
nah,
if we talk
you
about
can't.
Premier League history, Grizz,
100%.
Arsenal's
But when I
Premier
looked at
League
the team,
history is greater than
we're talking about the League Cup, bro. We're not talking about
100%.
Premier League, bro.
But just know, when we're comparing history of Tottenham and that
bro,
phrase,
don't try and even
it doesn't come down to games against.
GRIZZ gave you a little opening and you're taking it. Don't you dare. We're sticking to the League Cup. We're sticking to the cup that
you're looking at their team.
I'm correcting my friends.
We're sticking to the cup that you're out of. That's 2 cups that you've been dumped out of in the space
What
of
do you
2
know about cups?
Bro. You know, no. This all I'm saying is you keep talking down on me about winning trophies, trophy mentality, XYZ. You've been knocked out of 2 cups in 2 weeks. This so-called £160 million invested team, this so-called Harlem Globetrotters, Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe, best youngsters in the league, Hayland's finest, all of this bullshit, dumped out of 2 competitions in the space of 2 weeks, despite having no Europe, no nada this season. So now, really and truly, the only thing left to fight for is top 4. And even
let me just quickly talk about my team. I don't want to talk about Arsenal, man. Everyone talked about Arsenal. They forced this rivalry last week or 2. Well played. Like some Liverpool fans, I cussed the Liverpool fans that fell for it. Honest to God, I've been slaughtering Liverpool fans. Like, how are you even letting them fake a rivalry between us? And I was very happy that we turned up and literally didn't give them a chance. Like, boxed them in. They had a good first 5 minutes where, because they've had a nice a nice full week rest, they had loads of energy. I expected that. But once we calmed them down after 10 minutes, we just said, relax in it. Like I told you to relax, TOBS, after, you was like abusing and threatening everyone on your Instagram. That's what I told, that's how Liverpool told Arsenal to relax. Then we relaxed the ball and we took over the game. We turned up in McDonald's kits, McDonald's uniform, and really made light work of it, And yeah, man, finals us. And what do you war hat? Yeah, because it was war at the time, innit? But it turned out to be. It turned out to be. What you call that game, guys? That kids play. Hands, papers, scissors, and rocks, and all that bullshit.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Hands, papers, scissors, and rocks.
You look like you're doing something else there.
All that business. No, but I thought it was going to be war. I thought they're going to give us a real hard game. The fans outside the stadium were rocking. It was a mad, raucous atmosphere. But on the pitch, it was light work. I'm sure you guys saw the game. We played really well without at least 3-4 of our big dogs. We brought our pups. We brought our pups and they bit the ankles, man. They bit your ankles off. All this Smith-Rowe hype and Tomiyasu and Smith-Rowe and Martinelli, man. We didn't see it. But listen, here's what it is, man. We still showed we're still levels above these kind of teams, we're still levels above. As Steve says, we're still levels above. Obviously, we're 8 points behind Man City, but we're still levels above every other team, man.
Talk to me about Ramsdale as well, Turkish.
Yeah, I blame Ramsdale for the first and probably not completely the second, but he should have made himself bigger. But the first goal, he was. If you watch it, I blame him straight away. I said Tomiyasu got done. He should have gone in straight away on Jota because he had the chance to. He didn't. He got twists. But Ramsdale shouldn't be following the ball. I said that already.
It was weird. It was weird. Like
great Ramsdale.
If you see the clip before,
great Ramsdale.
No.
You ain't heard me say the great Ramsdale though, so I don't know who you're asking.
About your fan base.
Let's keep it the lead. They said.
No, but SAEED, watch just before the goal. Watch just before the goal. Is proper tap dancing like he's about to make a bad save. Proper dancing on Fred is there, right on the spot.
I told you, it says,
and then the ball just rolls past him and he don't move.
There you go. I've said it, man, all the season, man.
Original hype mode.
To be fair to Ramsdale, like this is his first poor game for Arsenal.
No, I get that. I just didn't understand.
As well.
What do you mean?
I just don't understand. Do you know it's Turkish?
Look, let's be real. It almost cost you a goal.
No, I just don't understand that. I don't understand the celebrations from the first leg. Like they thought they'd won the League Cup already after the first leg. That's all I'm saying. Look, we were always going to be. We're not the type of team to go over and roll over for anyone, right? So I just thought it was a bit too over complacent. Like what I mean? All right, we didn't have Salah, Mane, Thiago, whatever, yeah. But we're still turning up with a decent.
To be fair, Tomiyasu got
and that's 5 games. That's 5 games they haven't even scored against us. Work that. That's 5 games. How many minutes? How many seconds? I don't even know. Do the maths. 5 games they haven't scored against us. There's levels.
Guys, I've got to shoot. So I'm not dropping out. I'll see you soon, yeah?
Safe.
All right, Steve, message me your predictions straight away, so I've got them, yeah?
All right, we'll do. Cheers. See you later, boys. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
Yeah.
See you in a bit, man.
Yeah, it's just
he just slams his finger down.
Does that? Yeah, now they get to see it live in the flesh.
Exactly.
I agree with Grizz as well. Like it was almost as if like last week, a lot of the noise I was hearing from Arsenal were like they were through. Like it was a big result, 100% to 10 men, clean sheet in a 2-leg affair. You won it back at your ground with no goals conceded. Arsenal put them
set up for them. It was set up for them.
It was set up for them, but like it was almost as if they had won. I was thinking, are you forgetting that Liverpool are just fundamentally a better side than you? Like you're going to need to put in a similar level of performance at home. Only this time you're actually going to need to attack them properly and score. And I'm sorry, that performance we saw was just not good enough.
They lack self-belief.
It comes down to how young we are, though. So on one hand,
no, I don't think so.
Of course it does. When you have a young team, these things happen. Of course it does.
No, I think it lacks. No, but Liverpool had a young team. Liverpool had Curtis Jones. And what was the other lad in there?
Gordon.
Liverpool had Van Dijk, 30, Fabinho, 30, Henderson, 30.
No, but it's how you.
But Turkish. We had Kelleher in goal, young 21-year-old. We had Curtis Jones, 20 years old. We had Cade Gordon,
Are we about to compare how many young players we both had? Are we about to compare?
We don't need to do that, Turkish. But bottom line is, despite how young, despite how young your team are,
your youngsters are near enough fully first teamers now. And have been playing.
You can't knock Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka, because I've heard this already from you guys. Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka, when it's not fair to be relying on them.
I agree with that.
I'm not saying that's not my point.
What's
your point? They shit on Curtis
my
Jones.
My point is they lack self-belief.
Who shits on Curtis Jones?
Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka.
See, well, that's fine. If you say shit on them, I wouldn't agree. Like Curtis Jones stepped up his game. He saw the young brothers. He said, well, "Guys, now this is what Curtis Jones said. Curtis Jones hasn't played this season because he's had a bad injury at the start of the season. Then he got COVID. Then he's had a bad eye injury. He's seen these brothers progress and play a lot of football, and people talk about them. Yesterday, he turned up at the biggest game of the season for him and the biggest game of the season for them, and he said, "All you mans, have you forgotten? I'm the same age as you. I'm a baller too." And in my humble opinion, he bossed that game. He showed all them other young'uns.
Had a good game.
You lot not ready, man. You lot not ready. I'm still Curtis Jones. I'm still a bad boy baller. So for you to say he shits on him, nah, I'm not saying he shits on him. Smith-Rowe's a bad boy.
You've said
Saka
what you've
is a bad boy, but Curtis Jones is
said what you've said. You've said what you've said. If Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe are playing with people like Fabinho and Van Dijk behind them, yeah, that's the point. That's a big difference.
Yeah. That's your team problem. I hear that.
Man, so you should know how important it is. You should know how important it is to have experience around youngsters. You should know that.
100%.
Now we've got knocked out the League Cup. You can't look at Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka and say it's
no, I wasn't looking at them.
It's the
Who said that?
But Turkish, they're allowed to have a poor game. I don't think no one's saying it and saying, "Oh, we don't rate them. We don't rate them anymore because they had a poor game." But we're just analyzing the game. They didn't play well.
Of course,
and that's fine. That's fair. They didn't play well. But your whole team fundamentally didn't turn up in a semi-final at home. You didn't turn up. So of course they're going to get criticized. It's just the game. It's part and parcel.
No, 100%. Of course.
I thought Saka tried.
Just wrapping up the Liverpool bit. You know what I mean? We even on this show, you mans have keep talking about Trent.
Oh, I knew it's good, Jesus.
Well, I need to though, innit?
Yeah, you need to. Yeah.
You need to remind.
I need to speak on this young generational talent from right back.
Yeah.
I need to speak on it because this brother is insane, isn't he? From that right back situation, he made both goals. You do know that, innit? He assisted both goals in the League Cup. He's on. I think someone could tell me in the chat, man, because you know what I mean. I ain't got notes like Matisse. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Trying to bring some.
No, I'm joking. But listen, I think that's 15 assists and we're in January, brothers. Tell me attackers from all your clubs that have even got half of those assists. Pogba got 4 in the first game and started.
See again, why do you need to talk about Pogba? That's crazy, you know.
I need to.
That's crazy. You do that.
I need to win it.
Why? He hasn't played for majority of the season. You talk about Pogba.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just mentioning one attacker. I said mention attackers from all your teams. Like even got half the assist from an orthodox right back in a 4, not in a wing back, like certain other people. 4 in a back 4. So people need to. Honestly, once and for all, people need to stop this Trent talk because you'll only embarrass yourself if you slander Trent. That's what I'm going to say. You will slander yourself. You're just disrespecting your own self. Don't talk football if you're going to slander Trent. That's what I'm going to say.
But I've never slandered Trent. I've just said defensively, you know.
That's what I'm saying, innit? Well, yesterday he was up against Martinelli and Smith Rowe on that side and Tierney.
So that's your barometer then? That's your barometer?
No, I'm just giving you an example for yesterday, I said.
Okay. But I'm just saying, whenever I've criticised Trent's performance, you've gone, Trent, you don't even give me a time to kind of come back on. So I think you're just over defensive on Trent. I could say it's something.
He's a young buck, man. I need to protect the youngins, man. That's what I do, man.
23,
man. He's played a lot of football. That's what I'm saying. People don't even realize he's about 4 years away from peaking. Deep that. He's about 4 or 5 years away from peaking. And the man is, you haven't even worked out what I've just said. He's on 15 assists already.
It's insane.
In January.
It's absolutely insane. But it's insane, but like it speaks to the standard that he has set over the past 4 or 5 years that like you just hear it and you're like, yeah, that's Trent. What's the word? It's mental. What's the word? There's a word, but it's not hitting me because it's late and I've had a long day. But we're just so, it's like it's what you said, Toby, but we're just so used to it. We just brush it off. But then when we hear it and when we compare it to other fullbacks of the glorious past, we're talking Ashley Coles and I don't even know who else comes close to him. Like in terms of attacking fullback numbers wise, I don't even know. But Leighton Baines, for example, Leighton Baines has played over 400 games or something, man. And this brother's like, I don't even know, man. This guy is insane. This guy, insane. Cool. And you have to see him in the flesh to realize his passing. Yeah, he's what I'm saying. This is what I'm mentioning you in it. Like this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm mentioning Pogba in it. He's a cheat code. Trent.
Man heard all that propaganda. Was like, all right, cool.
yeah. Because I want to go back to the point of what I was making about Arsenal. I wasn't slandering everyone, but I just felt for me, Arteta and his team lacked self-belief to beat Liverpool. They lost all the 50-50 battles. They were getting worked. They were getting pressed the hell out of. And if that's from Arteta, we have to give Arteta criticism because he didn't set the team up right, and also the team didn't turn up. You know, from the first leg Turkish to the second leg, it's like a stark contrast. You know what I mean? And to bring Partey on when he looked like he didn't want to be there.
I couldn't believe
that. What I mean? That was just for me. You have to look at Arteta there. As much as we give him a lot of praise.
Whose fault is that? How on earth?
I think that's Arteta's fault.
That's crazy to me.
You got to look at this. Is what I'm saying about the club. The club has put it's yet again. Yeah, we're in this situation because the club doesn't act right. No, like we all knew about African Cup of Nations. Like we should have bought a midfielder in the summer just gone.
Fair play Turkish for acknowledging that because a lot of Arsenal fans they seem to be like, oh, everyone's against us. No, it's Arsenal, mate. Look at yourself, mate. But yeah, go on, Turkish.
No, but you know what? Twitter and Arsenal fans, you know,
man.
It annoys me as much as not as much as you guys because you are opposition fans, but as an Arsenal fan who tries to keep it real about where we are, because in my opinion, keeping it real about where we are is the right thing to do. If we run off on this fantasy about a process and all of this, it's from Kroenke. That's where the process comes from. It comes from the owner, and their processes haven't worked so much that I need people to remain grounded and know that we've got a young team. And I won't blame them young players like Saka, Martinelli. Like I'll stick up for them because they shouldn't be in this position where come January, in the biggest month of the season for us, we're relying upon them heavily yet again. I mean, if Saka got injured, because Saka gets battered every game, Pepe's at African Cup of Nations, so that was just one injury away from opening up another can of worms. We ain't got a right-sided player. Reece Nelson went on loan. So the midfield issue is one. But there's other issues elsewhere that we failed to plug that luckily didn't catch us out, but we haven't won a game in 2022. We haven't.
The question is though. The question is,
well, I can't lie.
Where do you go with this, Turkish? I want your honest answer. If Arteta doesn't get top 4, which for me he should be busting a gut to get to, and I don't think he has many excuses when you're playing one game a week. And GRIZZ will laugh at you all he wants.
I'm not laughing, right?
No, but you are, because you're trying to say, here we go. It's that question again. Do we have to now say Arteta has failed this season, you know, to at least attempt to get top 4? If he doesn't kind of go in there, and Arsenal now miserably 4 behind and they go 8th or something like that, do we then have to question Arteta's position at the end of the season and be like, you know what? He probably does have to leave on the basis of what he's done. You know what I mean? He's out of the 2 cups, and also you had 1 game a week. You know what I mean? This is a very, very, you know, kind of strange season. To have 1 game a week, everyone would love that. You know what I mean? To kind of what you know what I mean?
We've got 3 games in the next 44 days.
What? That's not enough games. You actually that might be to your downfall.
We've got 3 games in the next 44 days.
What the?
No, but is that because of the Chelsea game? Yeah.
No, it's because
even if it's
winter break, postponements, but I think somebody in that 44 days, the North London derby will get.
What does that make?
You're basically getting another pre-season.
4 games in 44. That's 1 game every 11 days.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. Go on, Arteta.
You're at the FA Cup, right?
Time for some coaching. Yeah. Bro.
So now there's no excuse, right?
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's
basically a pre-season.
Yeah, no
excuses. Pre-season.
Yeah. There you go.
All right,
so cool. GRIZZ agrees then, yeah?
Yeah.
For the record, 21 of January.
5. They got to finish top 5.
Oh, there we go.
But someone said that's not right. It's 3 games in the next 40-something days. That's for sure. Off the top of my head, Chelsea games postponed. We ain't in the FA Cup weekend next month. The League Cup final weekend, I think we do play that weekend, but I can't remember who. But I checked it. It's 3 games in 40 days or something like that. Yes, the Tottenham game will get put in there.
But 5th or 6th, it's a flop.
So with the top 4 thing, yeah, this
it's about for me competing for it, not like I don't mean if they don't get it. I'm talking about competing.
No. We should get it. You know what I mean? We should get it because there's not going to be a season like this again where like we can see it there. You think Chelsea are not going to come out all guns blazing in the summer and get business done? Roman has never gone 5 years without a league. It's going to be 4/5 next season. I bet he's going to do all he can to make sure it comes back to Chelsea. Man City, they've been waiting for a striker for years. It's going to happen this summer. If it's Haaland, forget about the league.
Alvarez again. Alvarez as well. Alvarez.
Yeah, that's true. That's another one.
Alvarez, isn't it? Yeah.
Liverpool. You know, Liverpool are more shrewd. They're not gonna. You can't say they're gonna go out in the summer and do a mad thing, but you can say they got the clout to be shrewd and bring in players under the radar. That's what they have got. Man United, more money than sense. They'll go out and spend, but if they find the sense in management, it's peak.
Yeah.
Tottenham with Conte
as well.
I can't keep on saying this every week. At the end of the day, at the start of the season, I didn't believe top 4 was possible. I didn't even think top 6 was possible. But right now, we're 6th. We've got games in hand on West Ham. Tottenham got a game in hand on us. United have played 1 more. So it's kind of skewed in that sense. This is our chance now. But we need to buy. We need to buy a striker to do it. Now, if this ownership has changed off the back of that Super League nonsense, then they'll see this as the prime opportunity. We've never acted proactively in January to achieve a target. We've never saw in January a player come in to achieve a league title or a top 4 position. That's what needs to happen now.
No, Arshavin, exception to the rule.
Okay, Arshavin, yeah, because it was a. But them times we was like, okay, we was kind of.
You were fighting for top 4 though. You and Aston Villa, and I think he came in and just like put the nail in the coffin that get top 4. But I get your point is right. Your overarching point is right.
Yeah,
and I think the same.
If they get Vlahovic, Arsenal would be in a strong position for top 4.
But this is what I'm saying.
GRIZZ, what do you mean, GRIZZ? Go on.
Well, they won't give Vlahovic, I'm saying.
No, but I'm just saying, that's why I said if they get Vlahovic,
100%.
thinks they're in a strong position to finish top 4.
I echo what you said about your club being they're just Neanderthals in this situation, because like by hook or crook, Arsenal have found themselves in a position where top 4 is a realistic objective, to the point now where your fans are even saying if Arsenal don't finish in the top 4, it's a disappointment. And I'm in that camp with what you've had to deal with this season, where in terms of the decrease in number of fixtures, the money that's been spent, and you now have a window where you can actually improve on the mistakes. Your midfield was already light in the summer.
Underperforming, and Man United, that's added to it as well.
I'm saying your midfield was already light in the summer. I don't even know why you went into the season with the midfield so light, but you have the January transfer window to correct that. Correct it now.
But they keep selling, man. Why do they keep
your
selling?
Your striker, Aubameyang, basically ostracized from the team, and your other striker, Lacazette. I don't care how good he's played in recent weeks.
People don't talk about that, man.
Lacazette,
man.
So
I know
these are signings. These are players that these are positions, that need upgrading, and a serious club will make these adjustments and actually go all out for top 4 spot. And this isn't just applicable to Arsenal. I'm saying this for Spurs as well, because we're in a similar boat where top 4 is looking attainable, but the squad is on its knees in terms of quality. If you make the necessary adjustments with the manager we have, you can actually get top 4. So the ball is in these owners' courts and the people who run the club. Like if you're really serious about the top 4, show it with the signings. Simple.
Because I'd even say that you're talking about the transfer window, but Tottenham have already made a move and taken a risk to ensure top 4 is more a possibility by sacking Nuno and bringing in Conte. I know you want business in January, but Tottenham have already made a move this season where they didn't think it was going well, and they were still only about 3 points off top 4, and they sacked their manager. Whereas at Arsenal, I'm being asked to just be patient. If we don't get top 4 this year, it's fine. Like next year we're going to be Thursday football again, potentially. Sunday, Monday fixtures. We've never liked that. We always thought that coming out of Europe would give us the best opportunity for top 4. On top of that, Leicester, Everton, Aston Villa, Tottenham, United, they're not performing well. If this ain't the chance to fucking do it, and never look back, if they take the risk now in January, get top 4, and then start moving like proper owners, this could be the window where we look back on and say, you know what, that window was vital to our resurgence. But we might also look at this window if no business is done and say that window typifies the Kroenke's ownership of Arsenal, because it's happened before. When we was in top 4 every year for 10 years, we never took that risk to get over the line and go challenge and win the league. So again, I can't lie to you. If we make top 4, that's not the pinnacle. It's the next step. But this season is a season to do it in.
Don't think we've forgotten about Thomas Partey as well. Getting coming on for like 10 minutes, getting himself sent off, and then putting up that flipping essay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, he copied Rashford, didn't it?
What was that statement?
Why is it your elder statesmen that are letting you down? Like Xhaka, boneheaded red card against Liverpool, and Thomas Partey. How many red cards have you not had this season? It's crazy.
Since Arteta's been in charge, we've had 14 red cards. The next team down is Southampton with 8.
It's crazy.
So again, and a lot of them.
Man. All we can sum up from Arsenal is this Amazon documentary is going to be the best ever. Can we all agree on that one? Yeah. We should all gather. Maybe
it'll be even better. It will be even better if they once they crash out of like the top 4, basically. And
at the moment, I think for the opposition fans that were licking their lips about the All or Nothing documentary, I think you lot have been slightly let down so far, because I know you lot thought it's going to be a lot worse this season than it has been so far.
100%, yeah.
I think it'd been better if it was at Manchester United.
I don't know.
Man United, title contenders.
We still got half the season
with
to go.
Lukaku.
Second, everybody had them seconds. Do you know what I mean? Sancho, Ronaldo, Champions League, Varane, Oli Saki.
I always said
Martial switching social medias. You know, Martial posted on Instagram that he can play. Ralph saying that he can't. I think Man United, they're not getting as much stick as they should. I'm gonna have to say. Amazon documentary.
Because we got Ralph Rangnick now, and everything's gonna calm down. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, tell Ronaldo that.
We're still waiting, bro.
Tell Ronaldo that coming off crying, man. But let's do some predictions.
Yeah, let's do predictions.
Arsenal, Burnley, Crystal Palace. All right, Arsenal, Burnley first. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1. Steve's predicted 3-0 Arsenal. Arsenal's at home, Emirates. Steve's predicted 3-0. Saeed?
I'm going to go with Arsenal to win 2-0.
2-0 for Saeed as well. GRIZZ?
2-0.
2-0. TOBS?
Let's make it a hat trick 2-0.
We doing?
That's all right.
That was my prediction.
That was not your prediction. That was my prediction.
No, it was my prediction,
man.
You
it's good news anyway.
He does this on purpose, bro.
No, but it's good though. It's good.
I do this on purpose.
That's what it means we all fail,
You're being
isn't it?
smart, man. You're being smart.
Matisse.
2-0.
Going to 2-0.
I'm going to be vexed if it's... Well, yeah, 3
Go with it, man. Go with it.
Turkish, you know what? We need to change this order, like do random orders, because this is like...
This is the fairest way, Grizz.
It's the fairest way, Grizz, man. Get that in your head, man. It's
I don't know about
this.
Way.
It starts at a different person every time.
I don't know about this.
It's just Grizz. You know, Grizz for the first time this season, in comparison to last, actually has a chance of winning it. That's why he's bare like.
You know what the worst thing about this is, yeah? I don't care where I finish.
Hold on.
Unless I don't finish last, that's all I care, man.
Same.
I don't care if I win this.
But that's you lot, innit?
But that's you lot, innit? I'm the current winner, Grizz.
That's you lot, innit? You won. That was a Charity Shield version. So one you won was a Charity Shield version.
I could have given a flying fuck where I finish.
I promised you lot all at the end of last season. Next season is real and serious. I said it with my chest. I said it from the start.
You did.
I said it's serious. So don't cuss me and diss me for not being serious now. It don't make sense.
I did it in lockdown. I did it in lockdown as well.
Let me be serious. Let me be serious.
So your thing had an asterisk next to it, Saeed.
Yeah.
Then with all the games cancelled, this one, I don't know if this one's really, I don't know if this one's really legit. Maybe next season we can be serious.
That was a
qualifier. This year's a false positive, isn't it?
Grizz, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Might as well give you, well, not thoughts, but yeah, prediction and if you think.
Yeah, it always seems to be one of those grounds that you think it's going to be tricky because people still talk about where, you know, the comeback from Palace when Suarez and Gerrard were there and all that business. But since then, we've pretty much smoked them every time. It's always goals. That's the weirdest thing. You think it's a tight ground, atmosphere and everything, but we tend to score a lot of goals there. Our away support is always magnificent there. It's going to be magnificent again because I'm going again. You know what I mean? Away days, with my war hat on. It's real. Vieira's going to look to get revenge from you, man. For you, man. Vieira's going to hope to do something for you lot. But yeah, I'm pretty confident as much as I can be with the current set of forwards that we've got. That defensively we should be able to hold it up, but narrow. I'm going to go narrow 2-1.
2-1 win. TOBS.
I'm going to go 2-1 as well.
This is what I'm saying. Say it with a straight face. Say it with a straight face.
I did say it with a straight face. I'm going to go 2-1 as well.
Show me where you write it down. Show me where you write that down. But
I don't write down my scores. I think of them.
You know you write down your scores.
Where do I write down my scores? I think of them in my head.
Go on, Matisse.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1
That's what I'm
Liverpool.
talking. That's what I'm talking.
I won't be that yet.
That's what I've gone with.
Toby's just blatantly doing like what he done at college and uni and school, like just copying others. Yeah.
Okay.
All
That's
throughout his education, that's what he done.
That's what I did. Yeah. Sure.
He's one of them ones. You know them ones, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, that was my prediction.
Do you have a pen, big man? I forgot.
You know what?
Yeah.
The Man United one. Let me go first so Grizz can stop crying.
No, I'm not crying. I'm telling facts.
Your manager needs to stop talking about Martinelli as well, Grizz.
Yeah, but he's praising him like we all praise him. He's a bad boy.
Nah. He's doing a bit too much.
Klopp appreciates Martinelli. He's a bad boy.
He's doing a bit too much. I've clocked him. I know what he is.
That's what I'm saying, innit? You better finish top 4 or something.
Yeah,
in the
he
next
thinks
season
Mane Salah's getting old. He's thinking Martinelli.
He's thinking Martinelli's the one. Martinelli's the one.
How long is he there till 2024, Klopp?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to break the news, but I reckon he's going to extend. But still.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Break the news, man.
No,
break it, bro. Break it.
No, not yet.
Nah, let him do it with his time, innit?
Yeah, no, you know. So he knows the ones.
Where are we? 3-1, Matisse. You said 3-1, yeah?
Yeah, 3-1, yeah.
I've said 3-1. Steve said 3-0. Saeed?
I think it'll be a close one. 2-1.
2-1 as well.
2-1 Liverpool, yeah.
Yeah. Before we get on to Man United and wrap up, let me just get the super chats in. Toby, do you think you'll get to see Spurs lift a trophy in your lifetime? No, he doesn't.
I've seen it. I've seen it already. What are you talking about?
Well, a real trophy, man. Not that fucking.
A real trophy, yes, in 2008. And
what, the
you're,
League Cup?
you're welcome, by the way. You
yeah. So what is that not a trophy now?
That's not a real trophy, man.
So the League Cup is not a real trophy. The trophy that your fans are crying over.
That's a side.
It's not a real
Don't
trophy.
say your fans and paint me with that same brush. I
am painting you with the same brush.
I come from the 90s.
I am painting you with the same brush. I'll paint you
so
how
hold
I
on.
want to paint you.
My team is responsible. You ever seen a trophy in your life and you can't have some more respect? You should be thanking us.
No, because the one trophy that I saw. Bear in mind, we actually won a trophy in 1999, or I think 1999. Second of all, that wasn't really when I was like watching football actively as a Spurs fan. But when I was watching football actively as a Spurs fan, yeah.
What trophy was that?
What, 2008 League Cup?
No, not that one. The 99 one.
League Cup as well.
Oh, League Cup, okay.
Stat pad session.
Who said Arteta's getting a new contract?
We beat you in the final in 2008. What are you talking about?
That's what I just said. That's why I said you should be thanking us. Why don't you like us?
News is breaking. News is breaking. Look at Turkish's face. Turkish is dead. Arteta's getting a new contract, innit?
I told you, man, the same at United, man. They accept mediocrity, man.
Wonderful.
That's what they did with Ollie. They gave him a new contract.
Is he actually getting a new contract?
Where does it say that?
Why are you doubting me again, innit?
Where does it say this though?
I told you. I told you 2 p.m.
I don't see it anywhere.
Anyway, man, why are we shook, man? Why are you shook? Everyone's like, oh my god, everyone's gone quiet and silent because Arteta is, building for the long term. Trust the process.
Yeah. I can see it.
You know what I love? Pep never confirms he's gonna stay. He always leaves it dangling. Listen, if this man goes from, it's gonna be a party, bro.
No, Pep's not staying.
But you know what it is though? It's male sport though, isn't it? You know what I mean, lad? Male sport and that. I mean, is that what you believe in, GRIZZ? Yeah.
No. I've made a couple of phone calls.
Oh, so your sources? Is it the same sources?
So it's your sources then?
No, man. Listen, you have different.
Yo, Turkish man, you all right there?
Yeah, Turkish is shook.
He's got it, man. Yeah, he's stressed out.
This is why Turkish got to say Arteta out, man.
So someone else is gonna have to host now. Yeah, listen.
The man's face changed so quickly.
Turkish wants to wrap this up.
Big platform here. We haven't really said Arteta out like we should have. Me and Toby have been trying to do it for you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? But you
man. Let's just do it right now. Arteta out, innit?
No, it's too late now. Arteta in.
Nah,
keep him.
Arteta in. Keep him.
Oh shit! I'm telling you,
he's done a good job.
You don't want to say that now.
Let me just stick to the super chats, man.
He's gutted. He's absolutely
but
gutted.
You know how he feels right there, yeah? You know what, yeah? This is a quick story, yeah? So we're coming from Steve's birthday party, yeah? And me and Toby were on the train. Remember Toby, innit?
Yeah.
It was on a tram, right? And I got my phone and I seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sign a new deal. And I swear down, man, I didn't even speak to Toby on the whole journey back. I was fuming. So what Turkish feeling right now? I was like that, mate, because it eats you inside, mate. You're gutted.
Come on, let's just wrap this up now, man, because
yeah,
I don't get it, man. If Vlahovic joins best striker in the league,
no.
Rom says, GRIZZ, you have to grill them. They were singing "We're going to Wembley" at our ground, and Ben White smiling at Minamino. In this life, be humble.
Always be humble, brother.
Arsenal fans are so deluded. 1 week they love Arteta, next week back to normal. Talk like they've been winning recent years. Karma. Imagine a Spurs fan saying that. We've been talking like we've been winning in recent years. A Tottenham fan has said that.
Times have changed, buddy. This ain't 2004 anymore. Old
glass house. And
old,
man just got
listen, old head. This ain't 2004 anymore. You can't flex on us, yeah? Just hold that, man. Just hold the L.
And you flex on us.
Read the super chat. Say thank you for the super chat and move on. Just hold that, bro. Hold that.
And you flex on us.
Hold that, brother. Hold it.
I don't want to argue.
Hold that.
Tob is absolutely right. Arsenal ran away like cowards from Spurs just to get spanked by Liverpool. Embarrassing. FSG are worse than Glazers. Says the fact this season Man United fans can only get excited and come out of the holes after Liverpool false positive cases highlights how far they've fallen.
Facts. Bad boy super chat.
Dinesh says, I'm sick of some Arsenal fans when they use their history against Liverpool. They use the Premier League. Against Chelsea, they use the 13 league titles. Well, see, you'll get Liverpool fans on one hand saying Champions Leagues, on the other hand saying Premier Leagues as well. So look at your own fan base as well, mate. C says Arsenal fans. It's the facts though, Grizz. Am I lying?
No, I'm joking.
Arsenal fans had the cheek to compare Ramsdale to Mendy. Let's skip. I told you I'll unblock your account. Conte effect is unreal. Under Nuno, Spurs XG was 11, XGC was 16. Under Conte, XG is 21 and XGC.
Brother, man, what's all these, man? Like algebra and shit, man. Get out.
That's not as bad as what I was doing. I was bringing out basic stats. This is algebra. This is one of your students, Matisse, man. Nerd tax. Come on, you know what it is.
I love it. Nerd tax. I like that stat.
Big up, Joe. Big up, Joe. He says, missed the beginning, but I'm finally here. I hope you've enjoyed so far, my guy. Kelleher is 1 year younger than Ramsdale, Grizz. Boogeyman. Trent is the best right back in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, Boogeyman knows his shit.
Trent is not generational. Liverpool fans saying he's better than Prime Alves is disrespectful.
No one said
I wouldn't take anything the G says because he's in Matisse's camp. He's a Chelsea fan. He's always gassing up them Chelsea players on Twitter. So let's take what he says with a pinch of salt.
Can you Turkish? Can you block and skip back? Can you block him again? Like you unblocked him, and then can you just block him back and say thank you for the super chat?
Grizz, if Trent is so good, why don't he get in the England squad?
Yeah, mad logic, brother, mad logic. I told you, innit? If you're gonna talk
system players, man, system players. Jordan Henderson, system players.
Yeah. What Scott Fred's system as well, yeah.
Big up, Joe.
Big super chat.
Big up, Joe.
He's been your savior last month or so. So shut up with that, innit?
Fred has been good as well. You won't praise Fred, will you, though?
He's your best player, best ball player last month, player of the month, McTominay. Yeah, I told McTominay, fuck all your Pogbas and your Sant and all this business, man.
Come on, man.
They're not serious people, man. You need some serious people. McTominay's serious.
No,
why do you respect other people when they're talking, man? Let Joe Abdi, let him see what he's got to say.
Sorry.
I know people are still flip. Listen, if that Arteta thing is just Daily Mail, then I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. But if it please don't rattle me. It's Friday night. I just want to end Big Six. Yeah. If it comes out official, I'll do a video on my channel. Joe says, and big up Joe. This is a generous super chat as well. How long do young players have till they have to be consistent at big clubs? It's different for different clubs. Man City, it'll be different to Liverpool. Liverpool will be different
in this day and age as well, man. It's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, because there's tiers within the Big Six. There's tiers. Like we wouldn't be, and I don't mean tears as in coming out my eyes. I mean tears as in Man City are top tier, Liverpool are just behind Chelsea, and then it's like Arsenal, United, Tottenham below them.
You've just been doing this all stream, deflecting. You've been doing it all stream.
What have I deflected,
bro? Just hold this L.
What did you get rattled about there?
I'm not even rattled. I'm chill. I'm literally laid back chill. But you know what you've been doing all stream. You've been having subtle digs, and sometimes they're not even subtle. You're just flat out just disrespecting us. You know what you're doing, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll let your results speak more than your words.
I can't lie. It says let's skip. Look at this, Grizz. Curtis Jones Tech is elite. He's levels, and you wanted me to block the guy.
No, unblock him again.
Grizz, your thoughts on Carvalho from Fulham?
Yeah, summer job. We got him.
Will Oba play for Arsenal again, Turkish? I do think he will, because we leave ourselves in a position where we don't sign a striker in Jan. He will play for us. I don't trust us to sign a striker, I'll be honest, but I'll be happily surprised if we do. And if we do, if Vlahovic comes in, I expect Oba to head out. Joshua says Arsenal didn't
speedy recovery as well.
He's back. He's all right. He said he's come back. His heart.
Oh, he's all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Good to hear.
Joshua says Arsenal didn't prepare for top 4 in the summer. Our priority was 3 central midfielders. We signed Sambi and re-signed Xhaka. Does that sound like aiming for the top? No chance. And let's skip again. As much as Levy's made mistakes, he has been proactive. Something that I've said as well. Chris,
no, he's been reacting to the mistakes he's made.
Yes and no.
Man. You just don't make the mistakes in the first place.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't hire Nuno. Simple.
Chris says, appreciate the show. Thanks from New York City. Love for the love, Chris. People, I haven't even told you guys. We've come an hour and 45 minutes in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to all of the mandem, because this is overtime. SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS and Matisse and Steve and Thuggery. make sure their subscribers go up right now.
Yo, Grizz Khan's only 50 away from 8K, you know. Big up.
Nah, you're not 50 away from 8K. You're on 8K. People,
I'm in.
I'm only 50 away from 22, please.
Oh, Bamba. Yes.
Get it done.
Deal with the matter, man. Deal with the matter right now.
Get it done. Because listen, how many people, how many shows give you 1 hour 49 minutes worth of content, including a thuggery edit?
Yeah, man. And without clickbait as well.
Real talk, pain, breaking.
Yeah, we don't do none of that clickbait business, man. Yeah,
of course we don't, man. And I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, Turkish, you don't represent Arsenal, right?" and all that. If you want an Arsenal fan to talk shit and just gas up the place, head over to that other channel that's copying the thing. They know all about that. The less said about that channel, the better. You know what I'm talking about, people. Liverpool time. Liverpool time, Grizz. No, what am I saying? Man United time, SAEED. Sorry, I rattled myself there quickly.
Yeah, man. Let's leave the best till last, man.
Man said I rattled myself.
Man said I rattled myself. That's brilliant.
Yeah, man. It's good though that we saved the best till last. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a tough game. What?
I'm out, man. You can't be talking shit like that, man. Like,
no, man, chill out, man. Let me have my time, man.
Smile, innit? Smile when you say that.
Yeah, man. Listen, Brentford away is not for everyone, is it? Grizz, isn't it? But anyway, you know, we need to get the job done tomorrow, and that's all I can say. You know what I mean? 2-1 victory, and if we lose, then I think I might get that Matisse grilling that we got today. 45 minutes, world record, by the way.
Can I say? Can we be honest? I think I did okay.
I'm actually now, like I'm actually now like more concerned about getting grilled on a big 6 and losing 3 points. It's actually, you know what I mean? So we need to get the result done so I can chill out on a Monday and have my feet up, because it's not easy around here nowadays because you're getting grilled for 40 minutes plus. You know what I mean? So yeah.
SAEED's been counting the minutes thinking, shit, the grilling.
Yeah, man, up. It's been 45 minutes, mate. You know what I mean? So we need to get the job done. 2-1. I'm going for, but it won't be easy. It never is easy, and it ain't easy. So 2-1.
Well, you're not playing. I swear, man.
West Ham.
I can't. I don't even look at you lot anymore. It's not. Who are they playing?
I forgot.
West Ham at home.
West Ham. I'm going 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
We're at home, by the way, Grizz.
TOBS.
Like it makes a difference.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Man United.
2-1 Man United.
Got chest yet?
Matisse.
I'm gonna go 1-1 as well.
1-1 as well. I've gone 2-1 United, and Steve has gone 2-0 United. So that wraps up the predictions. We've just had a super chat coming from Selection. Love Selection. Say less Grizz. Carvalho, Coutinho 2.0. Seems like Klopp really wants an attacking mid. Linked with
Ryan Cherky, bad boy.
Ryan Cherky this week as well. Glad to see they're bringing the age down slowly. Yeah, that's something that,
we have to this summer
work on. So it is what it is. Take it as respect. Nah, no respect whatsoever, my guy. No respect whatsoever. You can't copy real. How can you copy real? If something's real and you copy it, it's not real. So you can't copy this. You cannot copy this. Big up everyone trying out there. Continue trying, buying those views and all of that. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It is what it is.
I can hear sirens in the back. Jesus.
Ring the alarm.
I won't say the channel name because it doesn't deserve that respect. All I'm saying is if you know, you know. People, real recognize real. This is the realest. This is the big 6. This is the big dogs, like Grizz likes to say. And before we go,
big dogs.
Here's an update on the table.
Talking about big dogs.
Steve and SAEED blank this week.
Oh shit.
TOBS got 2 points and the rest got 1.
See, that's what I mean, Matisse. We just need to stay where we are.
Bro, SAEED, bro. Bro, help, you know what I mean? Bro. Help.
Yeah, man.
We just Grizz, watch out. Watch out
to Steve. We need
the to real big dog.
Bro, the gap to Grizz is the same gap to Turkish, bro. 6 points, bro.
6 points.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Shit, bro.
Jeez.
Grizz, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. You know what? Let's say this for a record, yeah. If you do this and you do a Stevie G, then for me, you have to get some sort of kind of like, forfeit.
Shut up, man. I'm 1 point ahead. What do you mean? Like I'm miles ahead or something? It's 1 point ahead. This is a tight race. Toby knows the game. Toby's copying me now. He knows the game.
I'm not copying shit, Grizz. Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
Everyone knows, brother. Everyone knows. Yeah? Real recognizes real.
Oh shit. Say no more. People, hope you guys have enjoyed. Listen, I want to apologize, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, and Matisse. Obviously, this show wasn't meant to go on as long as it has. I can't believe that I didn't check the time and see that it passed an hour and a half. I want to apologize to you guys because it's not meant to be this long. It's 11 p.m. in the UK. But people, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And like I said, GRIZZ, he was 50 away. He should be on target. Matisse was 50 away. He should be on target.
Yeah, let me check this shit, man.
Otherwise, get them up. Because it's a 2-hour special today. And obviously, we're back again. Monday. Is it Monday, 9 p.m.? Let me just check the schedule real
9 p.m., yeah.
Monday, 9 p.m. There you go, people. Love for the love as always. Hit the like button on the way out. You know what it is already. Socials at the Big Six Show. All in the description below. Show some love there. And tune in on Monday, people. Peace. We're out.
New contract, Arteta.